I know about that. My parents' water heater, the bottom of it rusted out and dumped 50 gallons of water in there now. So
yippee!
I was dealing with that today.
Yeah, Tiny's parents are out of town, so I gotta go help downstairs and stuff.
You know what?
And,
I know whenever I do
do
it,
some
the monster just runs away.
cleaning.
Every time.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
we'll go
probably
ahead
after this, I'm
and
gonna
turn it over to
go
Joe, interviewing
take the
our team.
leaf blower to my driveway.
All right, I'm here with the karting club after a pretty
I live
intense
under a giant.
run. DJ Johnny, Nightside, part of our capital.
You just want to have a leaf blower hit you?
How you guys feeling?
Good.
What's going on? Is it hot?
We obviously had that.
Oh no,
list
it's
of
actually
the
kind of
flash,
cool.
but we
I just,
were trying to
I was just like, I wish I was
you
me.
know, do pretty well.
And we didn't cart, so you
Hey,
know.
this man just wants to get
No,
blown.
you're not living up to the name, karting club. You didn't kart at all.
Yes, sir.
So pretty great run from the start. You guys just constantly kept
Karting
back
club.
down. The
That's a
flash,
good
I think,
name.
Was the only thing, but you guys quickly recovered. Tell me about just like the thought process of just trying to like, you have something like that, but you just quickly recover and keep going.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so actually the start kind of didn't work out for us. I messed up and got hit by the roar, but I mean, the main thing that we wanted to do was just try and knock it out of the air, and as soon as we knock it, we had to KO it. And then from there, we just keep locking damage onto the head. Anytime a wound pops up, I would take it to try and set like a bubble down.
They fumbled
and we
a
would
bit.
Just try and keep it on
They missed
lockdown,
the
but,
flash,
you know, we
and
ran
they
into a
also
couple of
like
snacks here and
got
there,
stunned
especially
by the
jump
roar.
that, missed
But
flash.
they were
Okay,
like
the thing
flinching
is-
that.
No, we're still pretty satisfied with what we did. I mean, getting
Dude,
to top six
okay.
was already.
I think this is the
amazing
other thing where
experience, and being
it's
able to,
hard for me to be like, oh,
compete
dude, I'd for
is
sure
amazing,
like
so
compete for Monster
all
Hunter.
considered, Amazing.
Fuck, bro, I can grind like frame perfect
echoing
shit on
what
like
I said,
random
yeah,
games,
it's,
but I
yeah.
can
It's
for
great that
the
we're
life
able
of
to
me
be here.
cannot
We're in top
grind
six,
out
you
like
know, it's been a lot
dodging
of fun,
roars. If
seeing
it happens, it
a lot of the
happens.
Monster
Is
Hunter
always how I
community
played it.
just come together
I have
and,
never been like,
cheer us all
I
on
can do
and
this
cheer
shit.
us up.
I know when roar is
Um,
happening.
But yeah, no, I mean, shout outs to.
I mean, you could always just run earplugs. You only need to run
True.
earplugs
Yeah.
too for level 2 earplugs for like 99% of the
Yeah,
monsters.
thank you.
That's
thank you,
true.
everybody, for hanging out here. Really do appreciate it.
All right, with that, I think we'll.
I mean,
give a
since I
big
play
hand,
Gunlance, I
for
basically have to
the
run,
karting club.
otherwise I
Thank you
just
guys.
get my damage.
You are
It's
stuck.
also back to the casters. Thanks, guys.
Really? What? Gunlance has a run?
All right.
Well,
we can
Earplugs,
take
why?
a little bit of a look
Because
at what went right and what
the
went
majority of
wrong
my
with that
damage
last
comes
hunt,
from my
right?
long
Because, I mean,
combo,
it looked like a
my
lot
full
went
Wyvern
right.
Blast,
Yeah, a lot went right.
which basically,
Okay.
if the monster just decides to roar while I'm in mid combo,
Honestly,
I
they
basically
are
have to
outside.
reset by reloading, and then I have to get back into position, and then I have to wait for a time period when I can get off a full Wyvern Blast combo again. So Gunlance is a lot about positioning and knowing timings.
It's not like Lance where you can just be a fucking tank. You gotta get your combos up.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
or-
flashes even for
I
me,
do,
just feel like
I do
sometimes
miss
they just
Blast
close their eyes for a
Dash
second,
from
right?
like
when I was
Rise
blinking,
and
guys, sorry.
Oh,
Then they
yeah.
just
and
whiff
Generations.
entirely. But we can see right out
Being
of the
able to
gate
just
the
turn
difference
into
in
a
strategy,
nuclear
right?
missile
Don't
and
go for
fly
that
at
mountain
people is
immediately, which
is peak.
I've seen
H8
clips of
decision,
those. They're
right?
insane.
And just using using the hunting horn for that offset instead of trying to like set up buffs and stuff like that. You're just staying aggressive, right?
Yeah, that was a
And
good
it's doing the
offset.
difficult
to do that offset
I know.
while he's flying because he does a lot
This
of
is-
breath attacks, which we're not able to offset as often. So him going for that claw attack, like we just saw there, was what
I mean,
allowed
everyone's
Tyson to
running
get off that
glaive
offset
and
very early
horn.
on.
And not for nothing, the hunting horn offset, I struggle with it.
Oh,
The
yeah,
mods in the
100%.
chat, they're
I mean,
saying,
there's-
like,
there's
it's
lot
a
of
set-
these weapons, like the great sword, where
Set
all
like
you swing up. It makes a
loadout,
lot of sense,
but I don't
but
know
we
like
Yeah,
if
it's
it's like you
probably
choose
like
it.
just
Good.
it's probably just like Arena Quest, where like you
Yeah,
get.
it's just, I'm pretty sure they
yeah.
are just doing an arena quest, bro.
The right moment. It takes a lot of skill to pull that off. So to see that,
But
come
I'm just
off
saying that
pretty much
it seems like the
immediately
entire
after the opening sequence
choice of
I think is
weapons,
very impressive.
this is the strongest
Yeah,
one
and
for
just
it.
like every other status too, that offset
'Cause Arena
knockdown
Quest,
is a threshold
they all
to
can
the
work,
buffs.
but there is
So if
one
you
that
wanna
is
get
like
another one,
the
you've
better
gotta keep
to
doing
pick.
it, and you've got to keep
Yeah.
doing it, and it's always.
What do you mean, dude?
dangerous to
Hunting
do it
horn's
You're not
right there.
damage Immune, you're just damage.
No, yeah, bro, yeah.
And you're gonna take
I love
everything.
fucking
Hunting
that
horn-
it
shatter.
does at
That's
the
Hunting
a
fucking
horn,
fucking-
end.
hunting horn goes hard. I'm not saying
Hunting
it
horn
don't.
does go hard.
Counter-Strike. So if
I'm
they
sorry.
do take
I'm
some
sorry.
of the chip damage during
Yeah,
those
I hope you
offsets,
learned
they
your
don't
lesson.
actually knock the monster down.
Sorry.
Sometimes they can activate that skill and give them a
Okay.
huge
That's that
damage
flash.
boost up to 30 extra
I'll be honest,
raw
I
damage,
really
which is
love the
far over 10% on these weapons.
Yeah.
the
And so,
fucking
just talking about, there was that flash,
poison
right?
honey
He
horn.
was just, he was
I
just
forgot from
closing
which
his
monster
eyes.
it is. I think it's
I
a
mean, like,
Rathian
really,
one.
let's see, you know,
It's just a fucking
was it
bell.
the right time? Was it the ability?
Oh.
I would have done the exact same thing.
I would have done the
I
exact
would
same
have done the
thing.
exact
As
same
soon as
thing.
he goes up, hit the ground, Now, unfortunately, none of these sets came with the Blindsider skill. That's a new skill here in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Also,
that
I
allows
started
monsters to be
JoJo
flashed
Part
in a
4
wider radius, so
the other
even
night
if he
with
has
Gabby,
something there-
and
I had no idea that's how that worked. I
let me
learned something
say,
new today.
It's,
right?
it's
Bad
pretty much a
Company,
must-have skill if you have
absolutely
free
kind
level
of a
1
sick
slots, but with
Yeah.
these being
stand in
pre-built
general.
sets, you know, you're
Then
really
like
at
a
the
bunch
mercy
of
the
toy
monster.
soldiers
He
ganging
just
up
doesn't
on
always want to
someone.
cooperate. It's crazy. We want
Yep.
him to die quicker, and he just wants
We
to
need
keep
to
on fighting.
slay as fast as possible,
Exactly.
right? But
Exactly.
but in arena
I
style
gotta watch
quests,
that
you
shit
get what you
eventually.
get,
I've not watched
and
it.
This
You
is
haven't
what they
watched
took
JoJo?
into the
Honestly?
hunt, right?
I heard-
It's
like
really
the
good.
idea
I'm
of
s-
the-
I-
I heard it's really good, and I heard it's the
Healing
papa
mantle,
of a lot of
right out of the gate.
inspiration
let's just keep that
through
on,
anime
let's just keep our health up.
and manga.
Is this one of the sets that
It's
has
really
lot of
good.
people-
I
a lot
highly
of people
recommend
reference
it.
it.
Yes,
Okay.
actually, our Hunting Horn
Part
set is
2
one that comes
and
with
3
performance.
have
We had
been
talked
my
earlier
favorites so
with
far
this horn having the
because
offset
of
melody,
Joseph,
which we saw
but
nice eye
honestly,
display
they're
very
all pretty
early
good.
on. We don't get any healing songs, so
Thus
it's
far.
tough to keep your peak performance up all the time.
I think
have-
you'll
Running
really
that
like
Hunting
Part
Mantle
5.
early
Part
is
4 is
huge
good,
help in
but I think you'll
keeping
really
the
like
damage
Part 5.
potential as high as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
I have this
so
terrible trait with
passively
anime
getting health back, right,
that,
and
you know,
keeping
listen,
your
I love main characters. I'm sure they're
performance
great.
such a raw, you know,
I always find a way
and
cooler side
that's-
character where I'm just like,
Raw is
fuck
king, right? We
yeah.
wanna make sure that those
Oh,
stay
that's
active
literally
as
JoJo.
possible.
Hardly
Let's talk a
anybody's,
little bit about
favorite
this
character is the main
Echo Bubble.
cast.
What?
Tough
This is a new
stuff.
thing to
Okay.
Wilds.
I'll look through it.
right?
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
this is a new tool that the Hunting Horn has.
I love Luffy.
So this
You know,
one
I love
is the
Luffy.
blue one, which I
You
believe
do
is
love
Asian.
Luffy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love the
he's a
Loopster.
Loopster.
is correct.
I love the
So
Loopster.
you
Yeah.
can see him using that
Silly
when it
Luffy.
pops up, and while your hunter's
But
kind of
man,
dancing
is
in a
his older
circle
brother
around
Ace
that, you can
cooler.
actually
I don't give a
for damage, but it's
Big
something
Bros
you
is
can
so much
help
cooler.
Dude, listen, he got the aura for a reason.
Yeah, and it's a
I like the replay system of this. You know, I never saw Monster Hunter through the perspective of replays, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like,
it
look at
is.
this play. I kind of fuck with it.
Let's put that back on the screen. This is him
I know.
grabbing the
kinda
screaming and
cool.
crying Rathian by its neck and choking it
It was
out.
an eye opener for me.
Yes, it's
If you look at it really close, slow it down there, slow it down there, you can see the life draining out of the
So that
Rathian's
way you can just play songs
Oh my
faster.
God.
You know, it takes a lot of brain power to do up to.
Who was
3
your
different taps
who
here,
was your
top
favorite
face button,
villain
right
from
face
Part
button,
3,
and both of
Marco?
those combined.
And
My
why was
favorite
it Whole
villain?
Horse?
Combo those while the monster's attacking
Whole
you
Horse,
and
yeah,
trying to
Whole Horse
dodge
just
around
reminded me
is
of
gonna be
Holden.
very difficult.
I don't-
Yeah.
So having those kind of
I don't know
windows
why.
like the Echo Bubble and the Focus Strike, like you mentioned, to go ahead and fill in songs where your hunter's locked in place, you're not too worried overall about taking damage, and you can just go ahead and press those buttons without having to worry about anything else, has been invaluable for Hunting Horn, and is the reason why it's definitely one of the strongest weapons here in Monster Hunter Wilds today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, let's just talk about Insect Glaive again, right? The damage potential that's behind Insect Glaive is, I mean, I don't think there's a ceiling on it, right? You
no,
have
it's
so many
unbelievable.
hits that you can deal while you're using a
I
Rising
don't want to
Spiral
watch
Slash,
Steel
right?
Ball
You
Run
can
though.
both
That one looks cool.
charge
I'll
up
watch a
your,
cowboy.
attack, your
Do I
surge
have to
attack,
watch the other
let
stuff
that
before
rip,
that?
and you can follow
No,
up
it's
the Rising
basically a
Spiral
complete
Slash.
reset of the universe.
Whoa!
You're good.
What the fuck do you mean by that, dude?
Okay, in the sense that it is takes place before everything else.
Which just gives it
Oh,
even
okay.
more tools
All
in
right.
its
Marco,
Because it happens,
doesn't
it happens
matter.
in the
monsters
1800s.
do
Oh,
faster
okay.
times. And
Marco,
like we
it
talked
doesn't
about our Rising
matter.
Spiral Slash, yes, it uses all
Don't
of
say
your
that,
extracts,
dude.
but you can immediately
It
hop
always
on
doesn't
it.
matter.
If you pop that wound,
Hella
you can
I-
parts,
back,
bro.
you can go
What
full
the
on. Yeah,
fucking
go for that super
this,
high damage.
dude?
Is a long time running
rotating through
anime.
that
Now you know how I feel
Yeah.
about One
And
Piece.
this set having flares built into it just means you're making that many more wounds.
I know.
Whoa,
That's
I
one of
see
my
this
favorite
really
parts
cool
about playing
clip
Insect
and be
Glaive
like,
is you hit that
damn,
Rising Spiral
I
Slash,
want to get into
pull
this,
open
see
a
how many
wound
episodes.
during it,
Okay,
and
maybe not.
immediately grab that
Right
wound
out of the
and
gate.
strike.
Just watch
You're
One
in
Piece,
the
my
air,
man.
You can focus strike right out of
Yeah,
the
One
gate.
Piece really is the
It's
move.
right there.
Yeah,
is
One
One
Piece.
Piece?
It's
It's perfect.
It's basically
The community,
a
like,
community edit that edits out all the
There.
filler.
I don't know. I love
yeah,
Insect
which is
Glaive.
funny. All they did was edit out
Figure
the
out the
things that
controls.
the fucking
There's a
animation
lot of
studio
buttons
add
to
in
it.
You
for the
should
sake
link
of
me
adding
that.
it in.
You should link me
It-
that.
it's just called One Pace.
One Pace? Like
Yeah.
TAC?
Yeah. Yeah, like a
One
pace, like a
like
running.
the salsa.
Sure. Like, a lot of what they trimmed out is like the fluff of like fights having extra long screaming scenes. It doesn't even cut out anything in the story. It just cuts out the shit of like,
Them charging
Yeah, it's very
up.
reminiscent of
Yeah,
the
like-
Sunbreak, assist bug,
like
right?
it is
Exactly.
literally trying to just bring it
The
to like
assist
the
bug, all
manga.
attacks had the bug behind you. I
It's
love
just a
that,
website.
right?
Yeah, it's
You
great.
use a slashing weapon with a KO bug. You're doing a little bit of both,
So
right
fun.
in your normal damage combo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a hey, it felt like SNS.
Exactly. I know, so much versatility here, and we've seen that with other weapons like the Lance gaining shield bashes finally.
I'll find you the link right now.
Every time you block, you can do a
Thank
little
you.
shield bash on your focus strike. I mean, there's a lot of versatility with each of the weapons.
You know what you should watch,
can choose
Marco,
your
because I think you
monster
would
on
love
one
it because it's basically like a western and like a period piece.
It's really cool to see how
You should
everyone's
watch
integrated into your
Golden
right, 'cause
Kamui.
We only have 6 weapons.
Oh,
These
he
have
should.
3 sets, 2 weapons each set, only 6 weapons.
Yeah,
the
you
Omega
fuck with that,
Planete?
actually.
You would fuck with
What?
that
What's it
heavy.
called?
Golden
I know some of
Kamui.
these people might not have. Some of the players today might not have used.
There's like
Yeah,
5
fuck with that.
seasons. It's very good.
That's right.
It's got an interesting setting because it is it's set in the immediate aftermath of the Russo-Japanese War.
He loves that. Not available today. He'd have to learn something completely new. So we really got to hand it to these competitors for stepping out of their comfort zone.
Imagine a
coming
Western
into
set
weapons
in
they may not be
Hokkaido,
super
and
familiar with,
you
or
got-
they might
got
not
Golden
main
Kamuy.
all that often, and still coming out here and putting on a show. For
And
the
another
guys.
manga you should
Yeah,
check out
absolutely.
if you
You
if
know,
you like the Western
That's
idea.
The great thing, right? It's the learning.
It's called The
curve
Marshall
of
King.
Monster
It's
Hunter.
new.
You know, there's always another thing to learn. There's always another thing to do.
You want to hear
Never really
a
feel
short
like you've
synopsis
mastered
of the
all
Marshall
them.
King?
You might be able to
Cool.
master your main. I know you'd probably swamp me in a Switch Axe competition. But if it came
The
down to
U.S.
charging, I
government
might
has
have a little bit of
designed
edge there.
special
But there's
revolvers
so much versatility
that are
you can
like
take
military
different armors,
warheads
different weapons, and just
spread throughout the
combine them in a
land.
multitude of ways and
And
make
there's
the same
bandits and
hunt
cowboys and outlaws that have to be taken care of. And your main character that you follow is, you know, an aspiring marshal. And this is in the first chapter. This isn't a crazy spoiler. And his dad is the equivalent to.
That's right, we're gonna be meeting up with
The setting is if
technicians.
Luffy became a marine, and that pirates were actually bad. You know, not just
Oh.
these like freedom fighters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Marshall
man,
King's
he's a-
really cool.
He's a man out there trying to tame the West with his
Yeah.
6-shooter
I'm-
by his side.
Yeah.
Just have a really quick.
Now this is gonna sound like crazy cope, but I don't think it is. The author who did it is Boichi. He did, you know, Dr. Stone. But he also did Ace's story before One Piece started. He drew it. And I'm pretty sure he spent so much time drawing Ace that he accidentally made the main character look like him in his art style. It's fucking. I'll send it to you right now, Zero. It's so fucking jarring.
And this is actually our best time on practice.
Is PB'd here? Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Well, congratulations. We'd love to hear that. We learned new weapons and personal best.
And you know what? I feel like I can
In
fairly
qualifiers.
say this
Awesome.
because I have a tattoo of his artwork on me. So I it's okay for me to say this and make fun of myself. It's okay.
All right. And so before we jump
All right.
into our
Copy image.
next
Guys, by the way,
hunt,
I
what
got
do you
sent a bunch
think-
of codes
You
by
know, you strike me as
Capcom.
somebody who has the
I'll be
Whitebeard
putting them
pirate
in the
tattoo on their
Discord if
back.
any of you are interested. They're for
I've
cosmetics.
thought about getting that. I thought that would be really cool because I mean,
A lot
even
of them
even
are practicing,
if
a lot of them are
you know you
practicing
want to look at it
Rathalos
further than the
even
Whitebeard
more
thing, it
than
like
I'm trying to
it's
think of like
supposed
the
to be the
easiest way
Buddhist
to
symbol of peace.
before
Right.
do
You know,
the qualifiers.
like
But I think
before they
that
had to
a lot of
change
these
it
guys
because
talk
in the
about,
original
YouTube
manga
and
it was
different
drawn like the
speedrunning
Buddhist
Discords
symbol.
to kind of see what the optimal strategies were and then seeing if they could copy those. And so that's something
Okay.
we really expect.
There's
is
that.
a lot of consistency here. You're gonna see those
Oh, yeah,
flashes,
that's just
you're gonna see
Ace.
that hunting horn.
No, that's
It really
Ace
depends
in
on if we
Boichi's
go
style.
full
Now let me
hunting
show you
horn,
the
bring
Marshall
Insect
King.
Glaive for mounts? Do we just bring it for the crowd
Oh,
control?
okay.
Do we bring it for the potential with Flare and Partbreaker to help keep Rathalos out of the sky?
Yeah, because that's the main part, right? He is the king of
okay.
the sky.
I'll just grab
for
this
the
one.
reason he wants to be up there, and when he's
Oh, I'll
there,
grab
that's
two,
when he
actually, to be
fights
fair.
The best. That's when he's the most dangerous. Our one cart today that we have seen happened when the
And here's the
Rathalos was in
Marshall
the
King.
air.
Exactly. It's that lingering fire breath. It's hard to tell exactly which direction he's going to go with it. I know when I was doing this quest to kind of prep for this tournament and get a feel for it, I got hit with that and
I
carded by
see
that
it.
quite a few
I see
times,
it.
which I've
But I
never
think
He's
it's
just less buff.
You know, that's just the
Yeah,
game.
it's-
like he
Oh,
just.
he's the flagship. He's the face.
It's
of
so
the series as a
funny.
whole.
It's so
He's
funny.
meant
There's
to be
even
a
this
difficult
picture.
fight, and especially
Hold
in
on.
this more
This is really
situation
funny,
where
Zero.
You may not have your favorite weapon or your favorite armor set or even your favorite skills.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, especially that comfort, right? You gotta have that comfort.
It's just the same
going
fucking thing.
into
It's
the
so
fight.
funny.
So we are about to
He
jump
spent
into
so
our
much
next
time
quest
drawing this
here.
fucking thing
Taste
that he
Technicians,
subconsciously
starting off
draws
the
in
hunt.
his
What
new
weapons do we see
I'm
right
seeing
now?
Heavy bowgun, looks like, which is our first one out here, and the sword and shield. Again, we've talked about that crowd control already.
Oh, grabbing some rock
Bowgun this time.
here to use.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bowgun, I'm
Heavy
kind of geeked
bowgun.
to
interrupt
see.
the monster. I'm
Because-
interested to see this heavy bowgun. We have a Rocksteady.
There was a serious
Rocksteady
run
Mandalorian
of fucking
equip just to get
bowgun users for some
early,
crazy
you know,
fucking speed runs in Worlds,
hits in
and
for your
I'm
HP.
Sorry,
I'm
one
interested
sec.
if they think there's the tech with that in this. Because I know bowguns got nerfed pretty hard in this, but you know, to bust it out,
It takes
you
quite
know what
some
I'm
time
saying?
here,
Like,
so that's definitely a difficult one.
this guy's like, I think we
How you
can still
doing,
do
Moonlight? How's it going?
I think Bo edges it out like damage-wise, because Bo
Yeah.
is just really strong in Wilds right now.
Bo is so solid. Bo is such. Bro, Bo plays better than fucking dual blades. Like, you have the better dodge. The builds that you do have like way more sustainability, like damage-wise as well as health-wise. Like, Bo is.
Sticky ammo, right, for the head?
It looked like it. That might have been a wound there. He's going full heavy machine
Bo
gun
is
right
Bo,
here,
bro.
which I'm a big
And
fan
then
of.
there's
As
the
the para
para.
comes out, which is
That was a
good.
good time for that. That was in the middle of a
Yeah,
flinch
very
when you
nice.
can kind of hold the monster's
Marco,
head
your
in one
screen's
spot.
black.
The machine gun's a little
Yeah,
hard
I know,
to
I know.
control,
Hold
and when
on
he
a
spins
second.
around a lot, you can't really
It's
re-aim
very
it.
Okay.
important with that machine gun that you hit repeatedly. As you hit repeatedly, your damage goes up, and if you miss, your damage drops back down. So getting that paralysis during that allowed him to ramp his
Hey, they're
damage
flinching
up
him.
even higher. Although
Yeah.
he was not necessarily
Wait, what is he
hitting the
using?
best hit zones. As
What
you can see,
ammo?
he's hitting white
Water
numbers
ammo.
on
Water.
wings Instead of maybe those
Rathalos is fire, but I didn't know. I mean, he might
Super
be like
satisfying,
pretty weak to it, not like
Yeah,
super.
he does have
out of the heavy
weakness to
bowgun
water.
shield.
I'm
I
pretty
just
sure.
love that. The noise of a perfect
It's so
guard is
good.
just so satisfying.
Yeah, it's been
Some of
one
the
my
damage on the
favorite
wings
weapons
there,
as
but
of
maybe
late, with
he's hoping for like a
Sergio's
part
being
break on the
added
wing so it
and
doesn't
having
fly
that
anymore.
Evade reload style play of spread heavy bowgun. And one unique thing about the perfect guards on the heavy bowgun is that after you perform one, you can dash in any direction very quickly and cover a lot of ground. So it's actually a great way to close space. As we see the flash come out,
I don't
here,
know,
he
nice.
nailed it perfectly.
Okay,
for
good
an SNS
flash.
player. And again, we
Machine
see
gun,
that machine
okay.
gun come out during a knockdown.
So he just wants to. They.
Yeah, getting
Oh,
the
they're
KO
trying to
on
just
the
get him to
head,
machine
our
gun
basic,
mode.
serpent
Yep.
combo,
That's-
just put
they're
some quick
trying to,
shield
like,
bashes into the head,
a very
prevent that
deliver the
small
payload
opening. Very easy to
strategy.
Hit the head and just make sure that he starts building up more KO damage. Maybe see a second KO during this on.
Exactly, and we saw something there from the Sword and Shield that is unique to the Sword and Shield, which a scar will
Okay.
appear on the monster before a wound actually appears, and Sword and Shield can use its focus strike on that scar to help create the wound faster, and it also does a lot of damage, so you can get those wounds out even faster with the Sword and Shield
Okay.
than
Watch
even
Fire
maybe you
Force?
could with Flare on
Uh,
Insight Glaive.
Quick wound
I
pop
think I
there,
watched a
straight
few
into the
episodes with
charge,
Gita
chop
and
attack,
Spec
a
when
new
they were
addition
watching
here,
it.
Monster Hunter Wilds. One of my favorite attacks. It just feels so good to
Mm.
use. You don't got much time left. The monster's about to get up. I think a charge chop fits right
Exactly.
at home here.
Yeah, nothing like going into that spinning Reaper into charge chop, just the damage
I
numbers.
don't know. I
you
think it
see.
might have been
We
worse
get
in the
another
bowgunner's
paralysis
position to
here,
just
very
take his
nice.
secret
Sword
and
Shield, put it in work.
just call
It
his
really
mouth.
is.
Cannot write this weapon off.
It really
you
does, right? It's
might have
the
missed some
master of fun.
damage
It does
from the
everything,
fucking-
not as well as everything else, but it does
The
it all.
paralysis one,
right?
yeah, he could've got way more
That's
time.
Really, where
Yeah.
it becomes really, just like a great tool to use
Yo!
in the settings.
Of course, it's a jack of all
Ooh.
trades, as we love to see. And
I don't know, it's tough 'cause the
really
bowgun's
great
also
job
not getting a lot of
communicating
crits.
those paralysis
Like, it's
coming
not getting a lot of-
No.
knockdowns coming off, because that heavy bowgun has been able to get off their machine gun on a knockdown 3 times in a row now, which is just an
time is
incredible
rough.
display of teamwork. We see him switch over to normal ammo, which is now rapid fire on the heavy bowgun to get some extra damage in here.
Taking the
They have,
mount,
what,
a
like
little
7 minutes or
unfortunate
6
setup
minutes
here,
for
right?
A?
Starting the machine gun at the same time
Rank
as
it
the
after
They're
they
already
fall out.
there. If they,
There
I
is a
think it's like 10 more
damage
seconds. They're already
reduction
behind
on
them in
the
the first
mount
group.
starts. But the nice thing is here too.
Well, I mean, one of the groups had a
you
330.
normal ammo.
Yeah.
You just have
The
it.
other
Let's
one
just
had a
keep setting that we can do that.
410, I believe.
Quick
It's
little
free damage
knockdown for
now.
the mount.
I don't think
Get
bowgun
back
was
in there with your SNS. Just keep that aggression on the head. Build medium with another para, another KO.
And both nailed the blocks on the roar there, which is very important, as neither of these sets have very high earplugs. With the Insect Glaive set, we have earplugs too. I actually do believe the Heavy Bowgun set has earplugs too, which completely negates
The fact that he's using
roar for
normal
rifles,
ammo
which
1
just
and not
makes
2 is
any
kind of
roar a free
crazy.
damage window.
Yeah, right. The Insect Glaive and Heavy Bowgun are paired together. So
I'm pretty
that's
sure
why
he has
they
normal
use the
ammo,
exact
too.
same armor set, the exact
Yeah.
same skills, but you can switch between the two weapons, between Heavy Bowgun and Insect Glaive.
Oh, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, he
takes
does
a
have
heavy
normal
hit there.
ammo
They're
on.
running low on health as Rathalos goes into the attack. We saw our other SNS earlier, but our Heavy Bowgun is able to tank right through that.
See, I love this. You're at. Oh,
Hey,
there we
he
go. There's our
goes.
finish.
Just
Oh,
over
B rank.
5
Oh,
minutes.
no.
Very nice.
Nope.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 6 seconds here to take down the King of the Skies in our
I think-
arena
yeah,
quest. A
I think the
comparable response
bowgun
to what we've seen so
didn't pay
far.
off as much as they'd
Not
like
the-
it to.
Still
Not the
the fastest
choice.
time that we've seen so
Yeah.
far.
Of course, yeah.
It's
And
just,
I think,
like-
unfortunately, we have to tack that up to the heavy bow gun.
You don't move as
It's a
much.
strong weapon in its
Rathalos is
own
kind of
right.
a
Any
fight that
ammo's
moves a
on the
lot,
specific heavy
you
bow
know?
gun, just not as
Yep, yep, yep.
strong as some of the other options within the game. And again, that's just.
I mean, maybe it'd be a different story if this was like a build that like allowed him to be like the mounted gunner, but
try to mitigate that a little
dude,
bit with the Wyvern fire.
that's
with the
tough,
machine
bro,
gun
like-
ammo,
That's super
but
tough.
Unfortunately, it just wasn't able to quite keep up with the hunting horn pace that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
But I respect wanting to change the meta of this run though. Trying to just do anything different.
yeah, it's just trying to be
Yeah.
different. I get it. I get it.
I respect it. I respect it.
Into that, but you do have the safety of the nice big shield, and then also your special fire, the Gatling gun.
So solid idea, because I mean, like,
And one thing
if
to really know is
you
the
know,
heavy bow
if there's a
gun
better
is
comp,
not a super high weakness.
you know, then you don't have to do as much
Thunder
fucking
ammo
like
would be
effort.
a big one.
Yeah.
Save
Won't
yourself
get a
some
ton of use out
energy.
of Dragon ammo, but it is very effective against Rathalos. We saw a lot of speed runs previously where runners were able to complete a whole Rathalos or Rathian fight with just Dragon ammo, which you can barely carry 10 of. And so
That's
seeing
impressive.
that water ammo just kind of makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah, and so, that's just what it comes down to, right? When you are using your tools here, you've got to come up with your strategy. You've got to come up with what you're going to be doing. So let's hear a little bit more from our team about their strategy in our interview with Joe.
All right, Taste Technicians, you guys just finished your run. Take me through how that run went.
So, I'll be honest, wasn't our best, but during the pressure of it, you obviously don't have everything go according to plan. Like, I know I wanted to try to get the, I wanted to try to get a mount off at the very start to try to get ourselves ahead forward, but missed it a little bit. But overall, I'm happy with how we did it.
I mean, we did the best we could, and for no practice, it's all right.
Well, you guys did awesome. Obviously, being on stage, and like we said earlier, there's no safety net of continuing to try over and over again. You got to do it in one go, and I think you guys handled the pressure well.
I'll put the
Take me
cosmetic
through kind of like the weapon
code
selection.
Sick,
I
though.
think you mentioned that wasn't your main, right?
Yeah, so normally I
What, did they show
hammer
what
main,
the
so for all
trophy
hammer
looks
mains
like
out
for
there,
this?
The
I tried my best to get a stun off. I got one.
No, not
I'll
really.
take
I
it.
mean, you guys
But
tuned in before I
normally,
did.
yeah, I'll use either hammer or some
Okay,
other
I'm
weapons.
just curious
but
if what
it
it
was
would
a
look
different
like is all.
experience trying to learn.
What
certain
would you want
as
as a
well
trophy
you know,
if you won
Giant
this?
meat on bone.
And how about with the heavy
Yeah.
I don't know that I
Yeah.
have, but it's
For
a
while, so I was
statue
pretty
of
comfortable
gold.
with it. But
Ooh.
I had to use
Real
the ignition
gold.
more than I'm used to,
Ooh.
which I kept forgetting about, and then, but it helped out.
That actually would be a
All
pretty
right,
good
so
statue.
I
I'm
don't know
not
if you guys
gonna lie.
do tons of speedrun stuff.
I don't
Have
think
you guys
there's really
done this
anything
kind of thing in
better.
the past?
Absolutely not. This is actually the first time either of us. have
Maybe
done
if you got like a
competition,
monster
so I'm
tail,
proud with
that'd be
either
kinda
of
cool.
us
Monster
getting this far to
tail.
begin with.
I would
I
fuck
was just
with
here
it
for
if I got a
fun,
Or
monster.
it's like the little like cooking
Yeah.
spit and with the meat on
Yeah.
it, and you can
Well,
and it
again,
turns.
congratulations, guys.
You know.
You made it to top 6.
Hey,
It was an
Hollis
amazing
is ball
feat.
sack.
So thanks so much for
Oh.
giving it up one more time for the Taste Technician.
Oh.
The ball sack.
Okay, just a
With that, let's
nuts.
toss it back to the casters.
Yeah, I won that at
So,
a tournament.
I mean, I
Yeah.
love to hear that, right?
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
this
expect this
important
myself.
question.
Doing
Important question for you, Marco.
right here on the
White,
stage
black, or
at
red Fatalis?
TwitchCon,
Black.
Of all places, right? Oh yeah, we just want to do some speed.
Oh, you
runs.
just want a pair of truck
There's
nuts.
There's a tournament
Yeah.
happening, and this is what I keep saying to everyone: if you see it, do it. This stuff pops up all over the place, and the biggest thing is like you might actually be the best runner there that day.
Exactly. You never know, and it's something that is so fun about this one-shot tournament. You know, we don't give them a huge time to reset, try again, get their best.
Would you
run.
guys want to be on the
They
front
do
lines
it
if a
once.
Fatalis hit your village if you're a hunter?
Day could be
No.
Yeah, and
Not really, no.
will say
Especially
that,
because
right?
I
Like,
fought some of the
reset
early
aspect is the big
Fatalises, which were
One
just bullshit.
and done.
Cheetah, by the
That's
time
how
you
far
ask
it
that
went. That's how it's
question,
going to
I'm
the
already
finals here about the
outside.
Capcom stage.
Holy
You get
Clampa.
one chance,
Justin, watch out! He's right
and then
behind
that's it.
you.
You know, it's
I
not like
think-
runs on YouTube, like,
Hey,
I
you
think
know
I
what?
know what I'm doing.
reset all the time. We
I'll hit the
reset
Dragonator for you
RNG
guys.
for a better opener for everything and
Thanks,
anything,
bro.
right? You don't
That's-
have that
you're so
opportunity here.
thoughtful.
You
Because you
gotta
need
hit
everything to
consistency.
go right.
I would
You're
say
in
if I were to
situation
end up,
that
if
the
you had to
mercy
fight a
wants.
Fatalis,
And so that is
I'm
what is
not
so fun
bringing
about
dual
this,
blades.
is guys that are just here for fun and decide to
I'm not.
Real and
I'm
true.
not.
Used to.
I'm not. I'm not. You're.
If
If I saw someone on the front lines with me fighting a Fatalis, and I see them charging with dual blades, I'm like looking at him like, what are you doing with glorified?
Take a look at
fucking
this guy.
cleavers? Yeah, like what are you gonna actually
What is
do?
this goober gonna do?
Out of all the weapons, that one is
so
like,
we see
apparently
just
you're
a
trolling.
pure SNS start here.
You just
No
want us to
more
die.
questions.
Yeah, I would be kind of pissed.
Right? We're jumping in directly with the SNS. And I will say that that's actually a really relevant thing when it comes to speedrunning. Sometimes, you know, mathematically down to the little nitty-gritty,
That's
there
just
is
me.
a mathematical best.
I'd be
But
pretty
there are
happy if I
other
saw
times
like
where
heavy
someone
bow
comes
guns.
out
I'd
of
be
the
like,
woodwork and they
okay,
try
you know,
something
I'd be like,
else. It's
yeah.
just their comfort level. Like, hey, this is my main. And they
You
do
know, that'd be me.
so much better. We're like, oh
I mean,
my
if
gosh,
I
we
had
should've been doing
to,
this
like in
this
real
way
life,
the
I'm
whole
probably
time.
just gonna go with great sword.
With them only having 6
And hope I get.
Oh,
And
wow.
I hope I have quick sheath so I can just run the fuck away when I need to.
I'm going bow. I'm going bow. And the second the Fatalis focuses me, I'm shooting Justin in the knee and leaving
fuck?
his ass.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, I am dragon piercing Justin's knee so he's pinned to the ground.
Always dealing more damage.
And I'd be like, oh my god, the fucking, I got shook. I'd make it seem like it was an accident too. I'd be like, no, no,
No.
no, dude.
You know, you can drag me out. I swear, you can. You're right there.
I can't. And you're
I'm
good.
shivering. I'm in fear. I'm so scared.
Dude, oh my god, whoa, I can't hear you. I didn't have earplugs, I can't hear you.
Incredible speedrunning feats before.
I have level 1 earplugs. I can't hear you.
Sorry, dude. No.
And so I want
Fuck.
to kind of break it down, right? Because we were saying earlier.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Well, exactly. Like we're talking about with the Hunting Horn, it can ignore, you know, a lot of the sharpness mechanics and just deal good, solid damage with its Echo Waves. The Sword and Shield brings paralysis and KOs. And the poison damage here in Wilds is not quite as strong as it's been in other games. We've had monsters with huge health pools like Sabajiva back in Iceborne, and this Rathalos just doesn't have a high enough health pool for that poison ammo to really matter as much, and especially with the
You guys think you'd have drip?
ammo that we have here, it really struggles
As a
to
hunter,
output
you think you'd have it, or would you just be like,
Air
against
Force
this guy,
Ones,
like we might see
heavy
from
bow
Thunder
gun.
Longsword, where Rathalos
I would be like I'll be like Goblin Slayer. Barely see my face. Cool armor.
Pulling up my Hellcat Sacred.
whoa.
Sorry for that fucking. Sorry for that. Shiesty.
Oh, he said it.
Wow.
This man's gonna just be rocking the Nargacuga set.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have drip. That would mean I live in an area where things are abundant, and I'd be like, dude, at a certain point, I'd get God. Like, just running the numbers and trying to get the drip, you know?
Or you're the guy that's
Like-
getting other people's god, dude. Maybe you're the guy running pockets back there.
Oh, true.
You
Holy
just pull up and be
shit.
like, yeah, I smoked the shit out of that fucking. That
Yeah,
Rathalos
true.
with my bare hands and my heavy bow gun.
But it,
And it's got a switch on
bit
it.
of tick damage, and so we can see because he went for that poison ammo, the slow reload, he's out of position.
So you think in canon, heavy bowgun should be like the strongest piece of weapon?
For the ignition
No.
ammo rather than just maybe pushing.
What do you think
I
it
feel
should
like
be
it's,
then?
it's something that wouldn't get you killed as easily as the other ones.
So he
Honestly?
can start this damage a lot sooner in the hunt.
It'd probably be
and
great
that,
sword.
Yeah,
Or
great
gun
sword.
lance.
strategy, right? With your
It'd probably be a
hunter,
great sword or gun lance.
You know, step to getting faster.
I don't know.
You know,
Even in canon, I don't think Gunlance would probably be the strongest because its whole point is that it deals true damage. Like it's designed to just be ignore like weak points and stuff like that. So it can't really do the most damage.
Exactly, and on
Oh, really?
like this,
Yeah.
those
So I'd say it's
seconds
probably
matter.
great sword.
Sure, maybe that would have
Yeah.
only saved him 2 seconds, but in our qualifiers, 2nd to 6th place was only a
Yeah,
difference
like
of
it has to be a
6
weapon that can
seconds
shield you and
total,
has
so
like a
2
lot of
seconds
weight to it.
really could have taken
Maybe
you from
bow would
6th
be
down to
up there
3rd.
just because it's like a
That's
giant
big
fucking
deal in
compound bow.
speedrunning competition.
Like,
Every second really does
just
count.
based off of
You-
physics.
Something we're used to
You know
seeing
what?
towards
I'm gonna say it, and you know some people are gonna say this is not the truth, but they can suck it. Prowler is the strongest.
seconds really add up quick.
What's Prowler?
Prowler was, I
we
believe it
saw
was
that
in Generations. You
lot
could play
of
as a
their
Palico that had like a
tools
special
here, right?
moveset.
SNS does a very good job
Fuck
at getting
yeah.
blocks, being able to utilize ledges to leap
Absolutely.
off of.
Justin
from
didn't
either
like that.
direction, I think is one of the coolest
No, I
things
went,
about the weapons. You know, you can do your advancing slash into a ledge to go up. You can do your advancing
Exactly.
slash off of a ledge to go down, and those are both aerial attacks. And we saw.
You know, we should try to
them
play
using
Generations
those
sometimes
tools
because I think you
Bro,
guys would really like
That's
the
what
art.
I've been saying.
You guys would really like the art system that it has.
That's what I've been saying.
I think we need to play the more important game before that.
The same, kind
We need
of
to play
tools at
Metal Gear
their
Solid
disposal.
Peace Walker.
True, yes, absolutely.
Peace Walker needs
What
to
is
come
that?
on Steam.
Extremely
You wa-
versatile. You can get used in a ton of different
It's the
situations.
PSP
Okay.
game they
You can talk off
released,
of the
but it
mountain.
also has
So
4-player
many
co-op for
toolkits.
majority of the missions.
Hita, if Peace
And-
Walker
Really
ever
never a
becomes on
bad
Steam, you
situation to
need to
bring
come
a sword
join.
shield.
You need to
I've
play
Didn't
never
they
that.
announce
I'm-
Volume
user in
2?
my hunt and been like, what?
I don't know.
I'm always like, oh, cool. This
I
guy's
don't know.
right.
Yeah,
We know
maybe it
this
was a
guy's gonna
fever dream.
contribute.
Remember
We'll
that.
see.
Bring your SNS. That's your tool. That's your Omni tool. Your multi tool. You
Hita.
can bring that to everything. Just
Yeah.
have your SNS
We're
ready
gonna
for you.
be
If you haven't played
a
it
part of the
before, I highly recommend
PMC,
it.
and
Oh,
we're
yes.
gonna
Okay.
like stealth
Absolutely.
mission shit. Not only
So
that, we're
since
gonna be
everybody
fighting
out here in
like
the audience has been such, an
Mech?
amazing group, some great
Uh,
energy, right?
a tank
Monster
and
Hunter
crew?
Wilds USA Championship.
Whoa.
They've got a little special treat for you.
I
Well,
think
mostly it's just-
that-
What
I think
is
we
what
don't
is
care.
Peace Walker? So like, what is
So-
it?
Metal
it-
Gear Peace Walker.
Yeah, it's
Metal Gear Solid Peace
basically
Walker.
imagine like a co-op stealth game.
Okay.
But it's like behind the scenes, you're like have a base that you can upgrade, and you basically while you're out in the field, you kidnap
Yeah.
soldiers to enlist in your cause.
Okay.
And each soldier you recruit has different stats and stuff, and you can assign them to different departments and whatnot. To
Yeah, you got your
That affects a
combat
lot of them,
team,
shit. Yeah.
you got your research team, you got your base development team, you've got your intel team.
You never played Metal Gear Solid games?
I played 2.
Okay.
That's the one where Raiden fights a guy on a roof, right?
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
just any guy. The
Gray Fox.
president, the United States of America.
That's
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
that this is how they fucking made the sounds. A glove
Yeah.
and an air inflator.
You don't fuck with that? I fuck with
No, I
that.
fuck with it. It's just I never realized that's what they did. Whoa, that's the trophy. Ooh, that hurts my
Really?
Oh no, this is how they made a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's pretty sick.
Ooh, I can't wait for Arc Tempered Unidra when that comes out.
Dude, I can't believe Justin's not gonna do the fucking Final Fantasy stuff with us after this.
What?
I can't believe he's like, I don't feel like it.
What? You said you had
Right,
to
zero
go.
up.
You said you had to leave after this too. What?
I'm gonna leaf blow my driveway. Doesn't mean I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna fucking blow something soon if you don't shut the frick up.
Well then show up and fight Monster. How long you do
I
tour for?
can't.
It's Friday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also. I got something to do after.
By the way,
Will you be free tomorrow?
Absolutely. I have the. There's the rest of the weekend, man. I got time for Monster Hunter and Battlefield.
But we did all right. We happy with what we played so far, and
You mean it?
we'll be all right.
Yes, I mean it.
We made a lot of mistakes, but that was a lot of the practice was trying
Okay.
to mitigate the mistakes.
Damn, that guy is a
And
short
we made
king.
a lot of them, but we still ended up doing fairly
Yeah,
At
he
least
is,
like
uh,
5'5",
the
5'4".
one and done kind
Yeah,
of
he
take
is a
in
Nita
this kind
5'4"
of
king.
tournament setting, right? You've got to know how to come back from those mistakes. That's the real important way to stay fast in fast and consistent in Monster Hunter. All right, welcome back, everybody. Wasn't that a nice little treat, seeing a little bit of the sound design behind the game?
It's very interesting. It's one of my
glove.
favorite things to see. The vacuum, the glove.
It's
the
so strange.
Rubbing the mic on the plastic wrap.
It's
I mean,
so
it's awesome.
strange, but that's all the work that goes into an incredible game like Monster Hunter Wilds, and quite frankly, all Monster Hunter games.
All Monster Hunter games, of course. And even in Wilds, a lot of people were like, oh, it's one of the smaller rosters. We've got 30 monsters where they're doing unique sounds just like that for
How do
all
people
of them.
sign up
It's
for
one of
this
my favorite
tournament?
parts. Ray Dow.
I assume it was
is
just
my
they
favorite
competed
monster
at
here in Monster
TwitchCon
Hunter Wilds.
on the
And his
and
sound
whoever
design
qualified.
is incredible. We love Ray Dow here. Big Ray Dow.
Okay, yeah, because they were saying about like qualifiers or something like that. So I guess they just
Yeah,
did it over
there was
there.
like a qualifier thing. I don't really know how you got into it, but
They're
yeah.
going to be taking on the Rathalos next. So, I'm curious to see, right, what other strategies we do kind of develop, right? Do we see that that hunting horn, insect glaive? Do we see what I think is probably one of the more offensive things?
I want to see what the
double
prize
hunting
is
horn.
for this
So we're
one.
jumping right
Yes, of
into
course,
the
we're
hunt.
jumping in
What
right
do we
now.
see? We see a
You
long
start training
sword.
for next year?
Heavy bowgun?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
heavy bowgun.
All
long sword,
participants will receive a Monster Hunter Wilds goodie bag.
Immediately with the mount
Top
here.
6 teams will get a Monster Hunter
Very
Wilds
nice
Baby
start.
Sacred
This allows
plush.
you to kinda control
Oh,
the
and a
first mount
Rathalos
is
hoodie.
extremely easy to
Oh,
get.
dude,
You
top
have
3
that
teams
build
will
up
also
over time.
receive
So sometimes
trophies
grabbing
based
this
on
first and just
placement.
taking control of the fight as soon as you can is very important.
Dude,
Looks
I
like
would
he's
want a
already opened
fucking
up the
Baby
wound on the
Sacred
back.
plush
He's going
and
for one on the
Rathalos
head.
hoodie.
This just gives them more options to lock up the monster. He's dropping the wound on the back, so they have the wound on the head that they can use to.
Okay, wait. What do we have? Longsword and heavy bowgun.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice now, new opening for Longsword. And let's talk about one of the tools that Longsword has, the Evasion Mantle, right? This is a very oppressive and offensive tool that we have in one of these kits in our Arena Quest.
Exactly, and it allows you to dodge through attacks in order to gain an attack buff for yourself.
Oh yeah, it was
So
free.
by
It was just you
perfectly
apply
rolling through Rathalos
and
trying to hit you, you become
applications were
stronger,
open
which is
until
just
they
an
were
incredible
full.
tool, and one of the greatest
So
things
players will
with
check in
one
on
of
site
Longsword's
between 8 a.m.
strongest
and 9
moves.
a.m.
It's foresight
on
slash
Friday.
counter. So you can counter while attacking through it, and
then
still
like
deal
the first
even
wave
more
starts
damage
today,
after
Friday,
the
because at
fact.
9
A great setup
a.m.
there, right?
till
Longsword
12, and that's like
taking
the
focus
like the
strike
qualifier
that
rounds.
activates an animation, right?
Then I guess
talking
this is like
speed
the
runner
finalists
now,
and
right?
whatnot.
We're going to use that focus strike to lock the monster into a specific animation, to create an opening for both weapons,
Exactly.
activating that Gatling gun to take advantage of that situation, while also using the Longsword basic combo
Fuck,
here.
I
right?
feel like
Your
if
red
we were
gauge,
in
you start
there,
doing
we
your
could
slash
have
aspect.
fucked
right
them up.
before your red gauge ends, go for your
Me?
Helmbreaker.
Exactly.
Any of
and
you
that's one of the
boys?
strongest
Me,
things
Z-Rob?
also
Just
about the focus strike
fucking
we have
Rathalos?
from Longsword is that it levels up your gauge.
Up,
so you
right?
can use
Easy.
that
Fucking
Yeah,
them up.
combo in a
yeah.
second card.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bowgun
And
is
that was
dead.
the exact same kind of attack.
Oh,
He gets into the air,
no.
delayed fire drag. But yeah, let's
No.
Rally
Rally
for
You
Broken
hate
Ghost.
to
Let's
see
go,
it.
boys.
That's
we can see that
dude.
still.
Honestly, though, respect to everybody trying to get the bowgun
Yeah.
to work.
Still plenty of
Honestly,
time left. We have trophies
I'd
for
be
the
up in that
top
bitch with a
3.
hammer.
So
I'm
just
not
because
gonna.
you're out of
Or the
contention for
fucking
maybe first
hunting horn.
doesn't mean
Pretty sure
you're
was the
out
other
of
option,
trophy
right?
ceremony.
No, and they are
yeah,
still-
the hunting horde shield
they are
combo.
still in this quest.
Is there
Heavy
not like
bowgun,
not a bow
right?
build or
So
something? Like
I mean, it might be. It just might not have like good like. Because like for all we know, it's got like a fire element on it. Like why the fuck would you ever bring that?
Why would you bring it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great weapon. And even
Oh,
though it might not be the most
Longsword is
optimal,
stunned and on 1
you're able to
HP,
get a lot of
and his
damage
partner
out
is
of this guy
doing nothing.
If you just play it correctly, like you said, focusing those specific weak zones, ramping up the Gatling gun with the Wyvern Ignition to make sure that you're getting that maximum damage that you can get there to keep your DPS up.
Study the blade, but the blade is
Now,
not
one thing
letting
I'll
him.
note here about
letting him live.
You can see how close he is to the monster, and he doesn't have the second circle inside his reticle, which means he is not in his critical range, so his ammo is going to be doing less damage as he takes another massive hit there. Very low health.
Critically low health, just trying to save it.
Gets off
All
the
right,
max potion. Very
We
nice.
are good. You get one of those in each of these sets, right? So you have one
Yes.
little emergency right behind you in case you take a big
Yep.
hit, or even to give yourself that health bonus at the very beginning of the
Exactly.
hunt.
We've seen
to
a lot
kinda
of
set up
teams
some
utilize
cushion.
that immediately to jump their health to full, because in these arena quests, your meal effects don't last. A super nice dunk there as the
Yeah.
longsword rebuilds its gauge.
And that's a really cool thing about Longsword, is that they can take the focus strikes here to build up another level of spirit
Exactly.
gauge for each wound that breaks.
What is the heavy
So if you pop
bowgun
2
man
wounds and you're
doing?
white gauge, you're immediately to red. And one of the other cool
Ryan.
things is when your longsword
Ryan is
gauge
bad.
is filling
Ryan
up.
is
After you
bad.
pop
Well, he
that
needs to
first one,
fucking
you
try
can
harder. He's
immediately
making
go
his
into
heavy
your
bowgun
final
users look
level
bad.
of your spirit slash and into your spirit round slash.
This is why
Johnny
the
man.
guild
One
outbanned
wound, you can
automatic
still get
heavy
2
bowgun.
levels much quicker than you would be able to otherwise.
It's really impressive, right? Because everyone looks at Longsword. Longsword's got every tool in the world.
Yeah, dude, the bowgun.
ways to get your
I don't
gauge,
know.
you've
They're
got
trying to
all
make
these
it work, but
counter
I
armor.
just don't
But
think
I
this is
will
the
tell
fight
you
for
this,
it. I
you
think
have to
A lot of them are
balance
making the
all
mistake of
this.
that
It's
they're
very
not
easy to
they're not
get
getting in
bullied
there,
out
dude.
of being able to use those
Yeah, they're kind of
like the drop-off damage is kind of big in this game.
It's big. Yeah, it's.
One EI counter.
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of like Monster Hunter, like people play like the meta weapons and when they play the off weapons and stuff, because like sometimes the off weapons are strong in like arena, right? And
right on Rathalos's head,
you know, not knowing how they work
very unfortunate. We go for the focus strike to bring it down.
can hurt you.
Yeah, and they're both at critically low health, but they're playing it very, very aggressively, very dangerously.
They're sending it. What a block.
They're sending it. This is so exciting.
It's coming down to the wire. Rathalos is skulled. Our hunters are skulled, and Rathalos.
Second cart, they still have one more available, so we are okay.
Right.
They can still finish out this hunt.
It's going to rely a lot on this heavy bowgun because Rathalos is going to be focusing him. But they know that Rathalos is close to death, so they're sending it here to try and pull off as good a time as possible.
Oh, no.
And our heavy bowgun goes down. So we do
Quest is still going.
We get 9 carts.
Oh, we get 9 carts in arenas. That's right.
In arenas.
I do arenas
That's
so
correct.
often.
Yeah.
9 carts, so we can keep
They're
going.
still fine, of course, but it's really difficult, like we've talked about already.
To get right back into
being
cadence.
Yes, exactly.
You've got to get back
really
into the
just
cadence of that
started
hunt.
Yep.
They're fucking up. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
Longsword
They're
already
doing their
back up to
absolute
red
best.
gauge.
I noticed that the longsword's not really using
Incredible. He could do it
foresight
so
slash
quickly.
at
Now,
all.
it looks like he didn't have his focus.
Oh.
And I think that's
So he missed
that was
original
kind of a
stab.
mistake on
And
his
there we
part.
go,
we
a
go.
spirit release
Or
slash
something
to bring him
isn't.
down. Talk
Yeah, that's
about
the
some
dodge,
style.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's free damage.
See, and
Yeah,
that's what we're talking
and
about.
if you have part build up, yeah, and if you have broken parts built up on it, it does. It's a good way to burst.
With the group.
He just
Right?
doesn't know
We're
about
still
it.
seeing
He just
times
doesn't,
that are coming
doesn't
out
have that
very,
skill,
very close
that
together.
tech
Yeah,
unlocked
all of our
mentally.
times are very competitive and
Yeah.
stylish finisher. That was a
Right.
ton of fun to
That
watch.
sacred
That's something
push is the
I
one
would
that you
clip
win?
and
Give me
watch
that.
100 times in
Give
a
me
row
that
on
secret
my
push right
Oh,
there.
is it that?
PS5.
Oh, it's
Right,
the
take notes.
baby
One way to
sacred
end it.
Yeah.
sacreds.
Take
Oh.
notes, YouTube Shorts, TikTok.
I'm guessing those things on the right are the
That's
actual
right. I mean,
trophies as well.
That's going to get some views.
Yeah.
Right there. That could go viral. I mean, we love to see good longsword. We know good longsword play is just incredible to watch. And when you see a finisher like
How
that,
good's
you
your
just
longsword
understand why
gameplay,
it's the
Justin?
most
Feels so
popular
good.
weapon in
Oh,
the
yeah.
series right now.
Can you whip out your
okay, right?
longsword?
Like,
Like, do you feel
Yeah.
you can do a lot of damage?
Sword. You know, you get to go
I
in there and do
can.
all of your slashes, and
It just
on
takes
top
me a
of
bit
that,
to
it
learn
looks
like
cool,
the
and it does a ton of damage.
fucking
Okay,
foresight
yeah. I'm
stuff,
sold.
like getting
I'm sold.
back into the
It's hard to
timing.
make a case
I'm
against
okay.
it. So let's
Mhm.
go ahead and head
I'm not,
over
like,
to our
godlike.
interview with Bromigos.
When I was
Yeah,
doing,
I'm no longsword player.
All right, bro, amigos.
When I was doing
Take us
Savage
through
with
that one.
randoms, I saw he has this big charge up laser, and I
Yeah,
saw a
no,
guy foresight
definitely
slash
didn't
it
practice
and then
for this
just
one as much as we did
instantly
for the
explode
long
because it
round.
was a big
Not
laser
a
that
weapon I
hangs
normally
around for a
main, but,
second.
did my best.
We had no idea.
He flashes past it and then it whips around and gets him.
Practice the Rathalos. We had no idea we'd make it this far, so we didn't really practice the Rathalos.
Happy to be here, though.
Well, again, congrats to making it to top 6. I know a lot happened in that run. Rathalos can be pretty unpredictable, but you guys did great. Talk us through. Yeah. Give it up. Talk us through kind of at the end of that run. I think you knew you're kind of running long on time, but you didn't have much health left. You kind of just like went all for it. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I know. Just pretty much went all for it. We went straight for the head, seen the wounds. Just try to do as much damage as we can, and yeah, it's freaking on me though. But like, yeah, I was trying to guard as much as I could. Whew.
Yeah, I really just had no health left. High risk, high reward. I was hoping every last hit was going to be the last one, but he finally caught me.
Tell me about today's experience going through the qualifier. Like you guys said, you didn't think you would get this far, but you did. Yeah. And now you made it to the finals. Tell me about just the experience of the whole day.
Yeah, no,
I definitely feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like me and User would definitely be able to get that done under 4:30.
So yeah.
I mean, the arena quest is probably in there. We could probably just go run it out
Run
after
it
this
right
and see.
now.
First time entering a tournament as well. It's been amazing. You guys rock.
All right, Bromigos, thanks so much.
I think a lot of people would surprise themselves how well they can do in the arena quest. I feel like
awesome seeing their hunt, right? And we
the
can
arena
kinda
quests
see
scare a lot of
how
people off, but they're
things
really
can go
not that
bad really
terrible.
quickly, right?
Exactly.
And you still got to persevere. You still got to get through the hunt, and you still got to finish it
I
out.
agree.
That's what Monster Hunter is about. Is
I
still
vaguely
overcoming
remember.
the
I think it was in
challenge.
Portable
We heard that a lot
Third
in some of our other
that
interviews
there
with
was an
fans
arena
that
quest
make
where you had to
Monster
fight
Hunter.
two
Perseverance. We asked them a
Rajangs.
lot, what does Monster
Yes,
Hunter mean to you?
I think that was
Community
Worlds,
was a
but
big
yes,
one.
there was
Great
a 2
community
Rajang
here
arena
today to
quest.
support all of of these wonderful runners. But we heard
all of these people out here, right?
It was
everybody in the crowd. That's our community
horrifying.
today.
Yep, absolutely. But another key theme was perseverance. You know, again, we go back to Title Update 3, Omega, Savage Omega. A lot of struggles. Everybody kind of finds that wall, but persevering, getting through that, getting to the end of the quest, even in a high-stakes environment like this where you didn't expect to make this far, you didn't practice, you're up here in front of all of the Monster Hunter folks. It's very difficult, and so, you know, we love to see that. Still getting after it. They didn't give up, and, you know, they were able to bring him down, and I love seeing them risk it.
Yeah, that's the okay. I do that all the time, and I make such the biggest mistakes with this, right? Because you know I do long speed runs. I do the whole game, and I get down to the very end of it, and I'm like, I'm a little low, but I know it is too. I'm gonna put a trap down now. Oh, it ran me over.
Yep, every time. Yes, and when you run into those super long speed runs, of course, you know, the longer it wears on, you just kind of get that going. So, but luckily today we've had some pretty quick speed runs. So let's go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever were in like a tournament like this, I wouldn't even like. I would
Yeah,
try,
so
but I'd probably be more
right
flashy.
and some of the places where it went wrong.
To
Right,
be
we
like,
started out immediately with a mount here.
Yeah,
and
very
we've been
strong
seeing
opening.
that.
You gotta go for it. You gotta
I
have
got
some
you right
speed.
where I
Jump off
want
your
you.
safety and go directly into an aerial attack. I recently learned SNS can do other aerial attacks
Yes,
out of
I
it,
know.
right? I
There's a
found that
couple.
out.
Yeah.
You taught me that, right?
I think I might have.
And we, I mean,
And
you
one
can
thing we
see-
saw there, if we can take it back just real quick to right before
They
he
do have
hops
the arena
off,
quest
we see
available to
Rathalos
see how you
bump
do.
into that pillar, and it
Oh,
deals
yeah.
a big amount of damage. And that's something that's pretty inconsistent with these mounts. Is he won't always do.
You wanna
that.
try running
That's
it
a
right
great
now,
way if
Zero?
That works out.
Oh, I can-
to get a bunch of damage really early. 700
I can
damage
set it up for
using
this.
some slightly weaker weapons.
Is
So
the
that's a good
little
5-10 seconds
thingy
of beating
over?
on the monster just
No,
for
it's
free
still
by
going, but I
getting
can
them
like
early.
crop it
It's
in the window.
somewhere between 3 and 5% of the monster's health,
Hold on.
right?
I gotta
Interacting
open up
with these
Monster Hunter.
environmental traps. And
Yeah, you know what?
that
Fuck it, we ball.
action is manipulatable, but not
gonna keep the
guaranteed.
audio of the
When you're
tournament
riding
going,
on
so
the
we're not
monster,
missing out
only
on
to be
anything.
close to the object, you have to be on its head to guide it there.
Exactly.
It's not quite like Monster Hunter Iceborne, where you have the clutch claw and you can throw
Exactly.
monsters
Or
into
the
the
wyvern
wall.
riding in
or the
Sunbreak.
wyvern riding in Sunbreak, right? You have complete control over those animals to kind of lock them down. But in this case,
Exactly.
you get that mount, you just kind of got to be in the right situation. And sometimes you get the opener, sometimes you don't.
Exactly, and it was very promising to see that. I'm sure they were very excited about that. We, again, heard that a lot in our qualifiers, is going for the mounts early and trying to get that wall bang because it does so much damage. So seeing that early, we really felt like maybe that would push them kind of in the right direction. But as we saw right there, took a cart, took a hard hit. So not only is the HBG out there, but our longsword is also out of commission, having to heal, run away from the monster until they're able to get back in. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right there.
And that's such a dangerous position to be in as a team, right? Not only did we both get hit, but one of us carded, and I'm half health.
You're back.
And now I have
Okay.
to figure out, how do I get back up? How do I get myself back into this fight? It is, quite frankly, stressful sometimes, right? To be able to get
absolutely.
right back into that situation.
Yeah, I'd be shaking and sweating up there on stage for sure after that hit if I was either of these two hunters. So, you know, very impressive to see them continue on. What I didn't see as much out of the longsword here are the counters, and that is one of the ways that longsword is such a high damage potential weapon. Is they're able to counter attack with the EI counters and with the foresight slash. And we just didn't see
Something
that
tells
as
me
much.
he
They were
doesn't
using
know
a lot
about
of
the
the focus strikes and the
longsword.
spirit slash combos in order to build up that gauge. But anytime Rathalos was attacking, if it hit them, it knocked them out where they could have potentially countered it instead. Like we saw right there, if you go for an EI counter, if you go for a foresight slash, you're able to dodge that attack from Rathalos' tail and instead continue damaging the monster instead of getting knocked back.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's called Foresight Slash for a reason. You need the foresight
Gotta see
on
it
when
coming.
to use it. You've got to see it coming. And most of the longsword tools are like that. So once you lose control over the fight, it does become a harder weapon to really use
100%.
effectively.
Yeah, it's very important to know what the monster is going to do next. And sometimes, you know, we say this, when it rains, it pours. You get hit a little bit, you're not able to react to the next combo, and you kind of just get bounced around by the monster a little bit.
Yeah, so let's rewind really quick because I want to talk about Helmbreaker. I want to talk about Helmbreaker, and I want to talk about Helmbreaker Finisher and why I both love and loathe this attack. So Helmbreaker is Longsword's big, flashy finisher, right? You're going to set yourself up in the air. You're going to come right back down to the ground. We can go ahead and roll it forward here. We are going to see this attack come down.
Right.
And now, new
I gotta compile my
Wild,
shaders, so this is gonna take like
Helmbreaker has
3
a
years.
follow-up.
Correct.
And the follow-up is super flashy. It's super
Spirit
cool.
Release Slash.
Spirit, see, he knows all the names. Spirit Release Slash is such a cool
Thanks
attack.
for the codes,
We go
no
up,
problem. Hope you guys
we come
enjoy.
down, Spirit Release.
You guys, there's
You can see how
I
all
doubt
those
will
ticks of
run out. I
damage
put it in
land onto
James's
the monster.
Discord as
There
well
is
as
so
well
much
as
damage
mine.
that comes out of this, but
Because I'd rather
landing
them
it
someone
precisely,
take them than
that's the key, and that is something that
no one
people
take 'em.
practice for
But if you guys
hours
are
on hours
interested,
on hours.
there
How
are
do I make
cosmetic
sure- how do
codes
I
in the
angle
Discord.
myself that
My
all
Discord
of
is
my
going to be under the
damage is going to
announcements.
hit orange or
If you're
yellow
interested
numbers,
in checking
right?
that out,
Exactly. That's the most damage
ahead
that we can
and
get
take
out
some.
of that. That's the good hit zone on this monster.
Yes, exactly. And another really important part about this, and one of the more beautiful parts
Also,
about
thank
the
you,
weapon
Capcom.
balancing in Monster
Thank you
Hunter is
for
that
inviting
you
me
can choose
to
not use that
co-stream
Spirit Release
this
Slash,
and
you'll stay
giving me
in yellow
stuff
gauge if you went from red down
to
to
give
yellow.
out
But if you
to
use that,
everyone.
you'll drop another
Oh,
level
okay.
down
So
to
the
white, which
available
means
weapons for
Hashtag
the
ad.
quest are longsword, and you get a charge blade secondary. You get a heavy bow gun or a insect blade, and then a sword and shield or a hunting.
So you have to pick from all those, or you have to pick from like a pair?
You get a pair. Basically, there's 3 presets, and you basically get to pick one of the presets that'll give you those 2
You want to
weapons.
do sword and shield with Honeynorn?
I'm going to be running sword and shield, yeah.
Alright. I was like, yeah, you know what you're doing with sword and shield. I know what I'm doing with Honeynorn.
It's so
It's
flashy.
been a while since we played, so
It's-
it probably
it's
won't
super flashy,
be like
right?
super
we
tip
want
top,
to
but
see
hey,
the
you know,
longsword do the long
we ball.
cool things, right? Because
Fuck
it can
it,
just do
you ball.
so
Fuck
much.
it,
We're
you
gonna
ball.
fast forward into
I do need a dip
the
out.
finisher
Oh,
of
so you're
this
just
hunt,
gonna
right?
leave
This
me
really
and
cool flash end.
burn down my house?
Unfortunate double card.
Yep.
Yeah, but the
I'm going
finisher,
to do
man,
one of those things.
it almost makes
Burn
up
down
for
my
it.
house.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Style points.
Oh.
But I will
you all
never
have done
leave
it.
you.
Everybody
all I can
here
ask.
has done it.
Until
You
you
I
leave
will
me.
be.
gotten a really
I
cool
will
kill
be
streak.
by your side,
You
holding your
hide the
hand
menu,
as your
you
as your
screenshot
health
that, you
burns.
save it for life.
That's so
Because
I'll be
this
nice.
is so cool.
how
I've
could he
got
do this?
hundreds of them
How
still
could he
from
do this?
World,
It's your
hundreds from Sunbreak,
closed
and
reek
I'm
of gasoline.
growing my collection for Wild.
Here we're gonna see it. Helmbreaker, Release Slash.
All right, well, have fun, Justin. I love you.
Oh, see, that's so cool.
Love you.
Damage
We'll play more video games this weekend if we can.
It's so cool.
Yeah, mwah.
You stop the mic. He's like right in the middle of an attack.
We need to play
he wasn't
Arc
laying
Raiders.
on the ground. He wasn't sitting in a trap. He was coming for you. You just got him first.
That's right. Oh my word! Bringing him down out of the sky like that, still managing to land a Helmbreaker on the head, and then pulling off that perfect.
I'm in
Spirit
the
Release Slash,
squad,
like you said,
Ho.
aimed in just the right way. To pull off
Okay,
all
give me a
those
sec.
big, beautiful
I'm
orange
still
numbers we love to
optimizing my
see.
shaders because I don't
and
remember if I ever
It's
launched.
just, I want to see more of it. I
Wilds
really, really do.
on this
So we're going to
new
keep this
computer.
moving, and we're going to head to our next team's
Or
qualifier.
either way,
interview.
it's been a while,
Here's
so it's probably
Heaven
doing
and
that.
Hell.
So I don't
Meet with
remember.
Each and every one of
We're
the
back.
teams. If you guys would like to
I'm
introduce
gonna use the
yourselves individually and then your team name.
Sure. I'm Nate.
And I'm Manny, and we are Heaven or Hell.
Any story behind that team name?
We started a Discord server with a close group of friends, and these guys are playing Guilty Gear like every day. So they just said Heaven or Hell, and that was the Discord name.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that's awesome, guys. Thanks again for being out here. You guys put together a pretty good run. How'd you feel like it went overall?
We spent a lot of time practicing because initially we were like just going here for fun, but then we realized maybe we could actually try to compete. So that's what we went ahead and did. So we spent a lot of time practicing. I felt this run, it wasn't that bad. Some things happen, but we move on, we persevere. But
Yeah, it definitely wasn't our best run, but it's definitely better than what we would have considered would be bad runs before we started practicing a lot. I have only ever played Monster Hunter games on a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This is my first time ever touching a DualSense controller, so the buttons were a bit weird, so I missed my perfect dodge on the barrels at the start, so that's why I was a little bummed out. But it ended up being a not too bad run overall, so I'm still excited about it.
All right. So we're going to be jumping in with Heaven and Hell next.
Correct. Heaven or Hell, yes. And
Yeah,
they were the
and-
first team here in the qualifiers to break the 2-minute and 10-second barrier against Chemetries. Our second fastest team coming in to these finals here today.
Yeah, let's hear it for Team Heaven and Hell. We'll see what strategy they take here against the King of the Skies. Are we going to see more longsword play? I'd love to see more longsword play. I want to see some more flashy finishers. Yeah, or maybe the double hunting horn. I am all here for the aggro duder.
Yep, they had some very strong strategies that they talked us through against Chemetries, and I expect to see a lot of the same here. These guys seem to know their stuff, and so I'm really excited to see what they bring for us today. This is Heaven or Hell.
Yeah, we're jumping right into the hunt. What are we looking at? I'm trying to figure it out still. What are we looking at? Double longsword.
Double longsword.
Double longsword. So
start straight off with a mount. We've seen this a lot. Again, it allows you to take control right out of the gate. And since he starts out flying, you can't get that ambush attack. So really going for this mount is one of the only ways to make sure that you can start off the fight. Here we're going for the headbang again. 700 damage right out of the gate.
700 damage right up to the gate. Now we can see something here too. Even though you're on the one that has the mount, you can still be doing something, right?
Exactly.
You can still be setting up damage, even though it's not effective, but you're not using any specific tool.
Right.
And with longsword, you can start building up that gauge.
Yeah, we know none of these loadouts come with traps or like paralysis knives or anything like that where we can set up crowd control on the monster. So some damage is going to be better than none. We see one take a big hit there, but we saw a really nice foresight counter from Natlov on Heaven or Hell here.
Something that's really, high level to notice with longsword gameplay. Most other weapons, they want to do their attacks as fast as possible, but you will always watch longsword players hold their attacks. Wait till the very last second in case I need a counter, or in case I need to dodge, or in case I need to use something else.
One thing that's concerning me a little bit here is I'm seeing our player two going for Helmbreakers on just white gauge. And the higher your gauge is here, as you can see, our player one has yellow gauge. It goes all the way up to red. The more damage you're dealing. So going for your higher damaging attack like a Helm Splitter on white gauge is really going to mitigate your DPS overall.
Yeah, and not only does it, deal more, not only do your combos deal more damage at your higher spirit gauges, it also opens up a new combo and a new evasive tool.
Exactly, yes. A much stronger version that we just saw there from player one of the Foresight Slash, where it's dealing damage all throughout the animation of that Foresight Slash, as opposed to at the no gauge, white gauge, or yellow gauge, where you just pull away from the monster and you get one hit right at the end.
Yeah, quick little jump back onto the Sacred, reheal really quick, right back into the action. These hunters are just trying to use the, toolkit of the aggressive evasiveness of Longsword to lock this guy down. Because, the toes on Rathalos, they're still good hit zone.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're not as great as the head, but you're going to struggle to hit the head on this guy. He likes to fly around. We saw both of them get up to red gauge there and continue to deal damage until it ran out. Very nice. Nice Foresight Slash there from player one. Going for the tail there, underrated strategy in my opinion. I remember when we first started playing, you like to go for the tail cuts.
He's flying anyways, right? What else are you going to be able to hit? You can hit his toes, you can hit his tail. I think either is fine, and also cutting the tail puts him on the ground.
Exactly.
He gets stuck in a little bit of an animation. You can kind of take advantage of that. Oh! The dragging fire breath. It's the same attack.
Every time that is catching our finalists a little bit on their heels.
But still not out of it yet. Only up to the 3-minute mark. A cart, we can jump right back in. We are longsword players. We are aggressive. We can keep the cadence of this fight.
And one of the great things about this, as we see another cart, but as we see Natlov come back in, is he stays at yellow gauge. You don't drop all the way out, so you don't have to do all the building back up to your red gauge. You can stay right where you're at, and again, like you said, that's kind of the beauty of this arena. There's one area, he's not running away. You can hop right back in. He's already at red gauge.
Yeah, already back at red gauge, already back into the hunt. We can already see, both hunters are already back into the action. Just a little bit of downtime. Rathalos gets a little bit of a breather, and now they're back into the action.
Very nice Foresight Slashes here from Natlov. Very nice.
Yeah, and it's the strategy here is just staying aggressive, right?
Exactly.
Like if I'm here, if I'm playing, I'm trying to stay underneath him, trying to predict, and it's really difficult to predict what the Rathalos is going to be doing when it's over top of you, when all you can see is its toes or like the back of its tail. Yep. It's really hard to know which animation is what and how. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yep. The roar cancering the Helmbreaker like that. Yep. Oh, it is brutal. That's his tool. That's his tool, 100%.
Right? And one of those things with him flying is while we're in red gauge, we have access to something new in Wilds, which is the Crimson Slash combo, which gives you a lot more vertical reach with your normal triangle attacks. And we're seeing them combo that very nicely into our Spirit Slash 1, which was actually discovered very early on as one of the higher longsword grounded combos, is just going for your Crimson Slash into Spirit Slash and back and forth. So we're seeing a lot of that. It gives them a lot of vertical reach and a lot of readjustment pretty much in all directions where you can do a movement input while you're inputting either of those and move towards the monster while you're still attacking.
Yeah. Trying to play it safe here. Call our trusty Sacred. Use the Pure Wasp that's hanging out right there, right? Gets rid of your Fire Blight if you had it. Gives you a little bit of a heal over time, Stain in the Mist. And Rathalos is keeping him right here in this spot. So that's a great tool for both of them.
Yeah, very nice, because you can just stand in it. And like you said, just kind of regen that health. You don't have to worry too much about fireballs, and poison even can be evaded with these guys, as we see them both into red gauge here. Rathalos is Scald. We're cutting it close here. We're just hitting over the 5-minute mark. And so I think we're going to see some sending here. This leg wound should be a huge help.
Oh, great topple here. Just staying aggressive against this monster. Going for the Helmbreaker. We just see a cool double finish. Oh, so close.
That would have been so sick if they had got it right there.
The double Helmbreaker into the follow-up finisher like that would have been so cool, but they have the opportunity to still pull this through. Rathalos is on his last legs with that skull icon appearing. We know it's under. There it is.
And down goes Rathalos. But again, Longsword bringing the style points, man.
It's all about style, right? Like if you're hunting and not looking good doing it at the same time, are you really doing anything?
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of a core part of Monster Hunter is
really
look good, hunt good.
Look good, hunt good. That's the fashion hunting is the true end game.
100%. But yeah, I mean, that was beautiful synchronization. Man, we were rooting so hard for
Rathalos
to go down with that double spirit release slash. Man,
it would have been
or what?
Oh, it would have been so cinematic. And that's why we say we like this weapon, right? That's why I wanted to see double. I want to see these kinds of plays, right? And I mean, this weapon can stay aggressive. This weapon can stay evasive. You know, if you're using your tools right, you can stay really oppressive against the monster. And Rathalos, you know, I always say this, the more aggressive a monster is, the better Longsword performs, as long as you're performing at your best, right? You've got to stay on top of everything you're doing. You got to use your tools the right way, because Longsword has every tool to do it.
Exactly, yes. Plenty of counters, plenty of options, plenty of mobility. I mean, it's really just a limitless resource. Now, we don't have quite the aerial capabilities. Unfortunately, the Helm Splitter doesn't count as an aerial attack, so we're not able to bring it down out of the air as much with mountains or anything like that. But let's go ahead and meet up with Team Heaven or Hell and Joe.
What do you think it is?
All right, I'm here with Team Heaven or Hell. Guys, I know that run didn't go exactly as planned, but you had a lot of hype there. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we did not practice this quest at all. We came into this just, you know, to have fun. So we did a lot on the first qualifying quest, but this we did not do. So once we kind of felt that, you know, it wasn't probably going to work out, we just had fun, you know, as much as we could.
Yeah, we kind of just practiced the qualifier. Yeah, no, we call him Quagsire. But we practiced that quest a lot.
Multiplayer settings?
I'm a dual blades main, so that quest came easy to me. I was talking with his staff. I have like 200 single-digit numbers on Longsword. So I was just having fun. The second that this guy fainted, I kind of just decided to throw the win out the window and just want to have some fun.
Man?
Awesome, awesome. Well, talking about just having fun. Tell me about the experience of today. So you guys trained for the qualifier, and did you do better than you thought you were going to do in that qualifier? And how's it been just overall being here?
Yeah, there were some mishaps in the beginning, like when we were actually qualifying and stuff like that. But we ended up having, you know, a good time in that. The people here have been great. Everyone we've met, it's been so much fun. And yeah, let's just give another round of applause for all the finalists.
No, yeah. When he says we had mishaps, I messed up during the qualifier. I missed my perfect dodge at the start, so I thought we just lost the whole thing. But when we sat down and looked at the scoreboard, we kind of just got second place and stayed in second place, so that was kind of lit. But yeah, it was just an overall great experience. First tournament ever of any kind of video game, so it's just been amazing. Like Nate said, the crowd has been amazing.
Just don't have the time. I understand completely, dude.
Everyone that I talked to, you guys are amazing. Genuinely, everyone did so well today.
All right, Team Heaven or Hell, guys, thanks so much for being here. Let's toss it back to Lord Bietner and Bagel.
All right, so while we get our replay set up for the last hunt, I mean, let's just put that right. Like, it's just fun. It's just fun to be out here and to do this. You know, you get your one attempt, so just have a good time, right? Let's just send it and have top fun.
Exactly, and we talked about that a lot in the qualifiers. You know, we had a lot of teams here, and only 6 teams can make it to the final. The most important part is that we're going to have a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and jump into the replay of Heaven or Hell's run here.
Yeah, let's see those top fun moments, right? Because Longsword is just a unapologetically fun weapon. You you know,
Hey, what a good teammate to kind of take on the I messed up. I mean, that's difficult to do. Not everybody wants to own up to that. That's a good guy right there. That's the kind of guy you want to be on right there.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, once again, we saw that great opener, 712 damage. A little bit of an RNG element, but you always got to go for it. You always got to see if it'll happen. And, you know, I'd rather go for that risk than go for the sneak attack, right? We were talking about it. It's the option there. Maybe you go for the sneak attack first, then you get the mount, but then you're not nearly as close to the pillar. You know, you have this chance of the monster getting away, so maybe you just lock it in and commit to the one strategy.
Exactly. And it's difficult, you know, you're always at the mercy of RNG, you're the Monster Hunter game. We can see here, this is kind of where things started to become a little worrisome for me personally looking at this, is seeing one of the longswords losing white gauge there to a helm splitter, not being able to get to red gauge. They missed their spirit round slap. You got the other longsword got up to red gauge and had to go heal, losing that damage opening. And that's just, it's one of those things that's really tough to deal with, especially early in the hunt. You want to build that fun, strong rhythm, and so when things kind of don't go to plan like that immediately, it's very hard to kind of pivot and make sure that you're able to react very quickly to what's going on in front of you.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, that's really what it is, right? Like, when you're going fast, you're still having fun, and when you mess up, you're still having fun, right? It's Monster Hunter again. It's great. I love playing this game. You know, and we were talking about it earlier, right? Like, you know, you've got to tickle the teeth, not the feet. Oh my goodness. You've got to tickle the feet on the monster when he's flying through the air like this, right? You know, because the longsword doesn't have any of the tools to take him out of the air. That's okay. You've got to know what you're getting, so you've got to be evasive, you've got to use your dodges, you've got to build up your gauge again to get back into that fight. And so we saw a lot of it here. Let's aim for the legs, let's aim for the claws, let's go for the tail while he's stuck in the air, and then when he lands back down, we're going to pivot back to the head. And they did a really good job of doing that, right?
Yeah, and what we saw there was them being eager to force Rathalos into that fireball. And if you're right under him, it should go clean over your head, but they did a foresight slash back into it as he did a double one, getting hit again. And it's all about spacing here. Again, just like you said, Longsword doesn't have those tools like we could get the KO or the paralysis or the mount with the insect blade to help bring him out of the sky, or the flash that we see in Sword Shield and Hunting King. So you are really at the mercy of how long this Rathalos can be in the air for.
Yeah, and you've got to just roll with the punches, right? You're longsword, and that's what this weapon excels at, is just rolling with the punches. You want the monster to stay aggressive, you want it to kind of, you know, hit you, you can hit it back. You've got to be able to do that. I've always said that this weapon had a slow start in low rank, but once certainly the high rank class, the monsters are getting a lot more aggressive, and we are dealing with the high rank Rathalos today. It starts to shine.
Exactly, you're seeing Rathalos flying there right under these tail swipes here, this firebomb.
You just got to be ready for it, right?
It's a very difficult attack to read. It's going for me, it's going for my teammate.
And
it's a little offside, but it still catches him.
I love his reaction to getting guarded, right? Like both of them. That's fantastic. I mean, you know what? That's why we're here, right? We're here to have fun. Sometimes the unexpected happens. You just roll with the punches and you just send it. Yeah, I love
to
that
have fun. I think they absolutely succeeded being able to pull out second place time, the first time to go under 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the qualifier, and still come out here to request like any practice, try something new, some weapons.
How fun is that? How fun is that?
It's just great. When are you gonna
Definitely not getting this under 4 minutes.
You don't.
Yeah, we really appreciate these guys coming out, putting themselves in fresh situations where they may be a little uncomfortable. They're up in front of all these watching eyes and still putting on a great show. We got to see some great synchronization later on. I mean, what a blast.
Yeah, I mean, right, like we can probably fast forward. We're getting close to the end of this run. We can probably fast forward to that, you know, double synchronized double Helmbreaker. I think it's coming up here soon. We can just go normal speed here. But that is the fun part of Monster Hunter, right? Your synchronized moves. Oh yeah, we both did Perfect Retribution at the same time. We both did Helmbreaker at the same time.
And the best part about it, they probably didn't even plan it.
Yo, no, you just kind of do it.
They pulled that off, and I tell you what, if I was in call with that, I'd have been
yeah, you've just been going off.
Because that is as fun as it gets, man. Just pulling off a 6 synchronized attack with your buddy, 'cause that's not something, you know, for the Monster Hunter stories. We see those double attacks where you synchronize, but that's not something that's innate in, you know, the mainline games.
It's not. And there's something cool to say about that too, right? Because it just kind of happens, and that's because innately, good gameplay synchronizes. You both recognize the good opportunity to do this. It's the right play to do. Both do it, and that's when the synchronization just kind of happens naturally. Because that's when we always see it at this, you know, at a higher level of Monster Hunter gameplay, where both players are like, yeah, of course we're all doing Helmbreaker at the same time. The monster just fell over.
Hey, a longsword main's in this.
Come out. Let's queue up the Helmbreaker. Both of us in frame, literally at the exact same time, coming down on top of the Rathal's head. It's just so cool to see that, right? And that's just because you have the mindset, oh, yes, this is the right thing to do right now. And then you both decide it's the right thing to do. And that just puts the clarity of the game, understanding the monster, being able to understand the, you know,
I don't think that was 4 minutes. I
right?
think we dropped the ball on that. Or I dropped the ball on it. I kept on getting knocked off.
Just like you said, it really goes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to look at the DPS
finals and
meter.
have some fun, and they're still good enough to read those situations together and pull off one of the coolest moments we've got to see so far. It certainly may not have been the fastest.
You guys going
time.
for it?
Man, I was jumping up,
Tried.
right, hoping that would be the moment that the Rathalos was slain.
6 minutes and 20 seconds. It's not good.
Awesome
I think we were both getting like even closer and closer.
Let's try that again.
Like, yes, like, let's see it happen.
Yeah, let's just say I did 73% of the damage.
Was an
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, to be
incredible
honest.
show just at the end of it, right? We took the cart. You know what? Now it's just time
try
to
again.
have top fun. Maybe not top time, but definitely top fun.
I could definitely do that. We could definitely do that under corners. I just kept on getting fucking knocked away.
Have shown today, coming up and supporting your fellow hunters. I mean, they're doing a great job, and top fun has definitely been achieved.
Top
for
fun.
me,
I mean, I think
for sure. Are you
everyone's
guys having
having
top
fun?
fun?
Yeah,
That's what
right?
I'm talking about. All right, yes.
Yeah, and so, you know, before we, you know, start getting to the end of this, like, let's talk about our prizes, right? 3 of our top teams are going to leave
Options:
with
heavy
these
bowgun,
absolutely
sword and
beautiful
shield,
Monster Hunter
blade,
Wilds USA
poison
trophies.
blade.
You know, our 2nd and 3rd places are in this silver and bronze with this horn and the, you know, the icons for both Chemistris and Rathalos on them.
Exactly.
But then our 1st place trophy. Look at that absolutely
look at that.
stunning Arkveld bust with the 1st place Monster Hunter Wilds USA Championship.
That is a
on it.
kinda
Look
cool
at how
trophy.
Stunning this is.
Incredible.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I was going to say, maybe we should do a run, but honestly,
Yeah.
with what I've seen
You know, I'm gonna
today,
try
I
heavy
don't
bowgun.
think
You know
there's
what?
a chance of getting any of
I'll
these
make it
up.
work.
Exactly. I don't know
Yeah,
how well we
why
would
not?
do, you know, coming out of the gate. We've been doing a lot of practice for this, but not so much for,
sure.
that recently.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. If anyone doesn't sit down at the table next, maybe we'll have to.
Right, exactly. I mean, these trophies are absolutely stunning, and of course, they will be well deserved by the team that goes home with the fastest 3 times today.
And both participants get one. There's
That's
2
right.
of each.
There's one for each. Yeah, of course. So we're going to go ahead and get on to our final team, the Hell Hunters.
I'm Flavor 1. My name is Skylar Barreto. My hunter's name is Kurai. Our team name is Hell Hunters. Call back to my
My name is Richard Adams. I was player 2. My hunter name was Pacifica. And as said, we're part of Team Hell.
Great. So
we were really good. We got a pretty solid time. Practicing for it was about 10 minutes. Still pretty damn good.
Yeah, RNG plays a factor. We're shooting to be at least in the 145 range and 1 second above, so that's pretty nice.
We got some scrolls, so we're still holding that.
Good. That sounds great. So did you guys practice coming in? How do you feel your strategy plays off overall coming into this room?
So it's so funny you say that because we've been practicing since testing it out. We tried different weapons and different combinations, tried different tactics. Ultimately, we found one that worked very well, and it was very consistency plays a big role when it comes to doing this sort of thing. And we found what works best for us. Other people have their own strategies, but because we refined it so hard, that's how we were able to achieve the time. We were practicing all the way up until this morning.
So far, we have seen some incredible hunting today. We are down to our last team competing.
And funnily enough, they were our first team to go at the qualifiers. So first one's in, last one's out. Very impressive. They came in, and in the heat of of all the qualifiers, all the teams there, put together our best time against Megatrace.
Yeah, 1 minute and 49 seconds.
Yeah, something. I mean, it was almost 23 seconds faster than second place, so we are expecting big things out of Bellhorn today.
Yeah, we're building up the expectation, right? I'm really curious to see what the strategy they go for is, right? We've been talking about Hunting Horn and Insect Glaive. We have seen double longsword. We've seen a little bit of Hunting Horn and
heavy bowgun.
Yeah, and the heavy bowgun.
Heavy bowguns already.
So we definitely want to see what these players go for. We're jumping right into the hunt.
Hunting
Our
Horn
last
and Insect Glaive.
Hunting Horn and Insect Glaive for our very last hunt of today's run. Let's hear it again for these two hunters, giving it their all against the King of the Skies.
We see an early burst pod pickup here from our Insect Glaive player. They let Rathalos land. Great strategy. They can get off the ambush attack, which has an extremely high motion value, which allows them to deal a ton of damage early.
That's okay.
I was fucking mid-healed too, little bastard.
You know, entirely ignore the roar, right? Exactly. Let yourself continue to deal damage through that animation, and the Hunting Horn was just ending an animation, so that was a really good synchronization.
Yep. And Rathalos right now is directly over the Echo Bubbles as they bring him down. Super nice. Didn't even have to use his Rising Slash there on Insect Glaive. Nope. Focusing the head immediately, going for those super powerful circle combos into the strong Rising Slash combo.
Yeah, and we're just seeing more of the strong descending slash, right? This is the grounded, charged up attack that you have to do before you can do your rising spiral slash. It has an offset built into it, but honestly, it's just one of your best options for being on the ground, and you're just going to use it aggressively.
We're seeing those rock bursts come out. Now, something that you can do here that's really cool is you can build stun with those, and you can use them while your weapon is out by flicking the left stick in. We get another dunk. These guys are absolutely cooking.
Such a well-timed flash, right? Right before the fireball comes out, right when the monster's lifting off the ground, flash up so he drops right back into place. That is just good timing, good strategy to really lock down the King of the Skies.
CC. Exactly. That crowd control is so vital for these shorter hunts to be able to keep him in one spot. Of course, he flinches a little bit further back there, but one thing I've noticed about this Insect Glaive player is Pacifica is
I saw it right with him.
Goodness.
That offset, he was just lining himself for it. You can see it in the weave of the game, just setting up that offset, putting down an Echo Bubble here where he's flying. We're planning on dropping him right here, right? That's the thing you have to have, just like we were talking about foresight with Hunting Horn, or with Longsword, you have to have it with Hunting Horn too.
Exactly, yes.
It's really important to, I've been seeing how they're using these rock bursts to just stop the monster to be over top of the Echo Bubbles. It's really important to keep
my goodness! Sub 230!
That is an incredible,
230.
incredible time
This
coming
is
out
not
of
a
our last
time
team
we
today.
thought we would be seeing.
Much faster.
Oh my word!
447.
They
oh shit! I mean,
and
hey,
they nailed the
447 isn't
That
bad.
might have been the difference.
447 isn't bad.
That is, you know,
But
you think about
230.
it, it is such a
What shit did they do? I wasn't
it is
even paying
such a big,
attention.
Strategy, such a big time save
yeah,
that you can do. Just to,
Hida, did you see that
send
shit?
a flash, stop the monster from moving, and lay it on the ground. Let's just jump directly into a replay so we can
And
see
second
some of the
place
highlights.
one? Wait,
that was
us or them?
Incredible. We'll be getting the replay a little bit.
second
up.
place,
We're working
30
on pulling
minutes?
that all up. Okay, and we are back on the
So,
replay.
I mean, let's talk about the beginning, right? Let's go for the sneak attack. Both players going for the sneak attack.
Them?
And that's
Both
something
players
you
getting
haven't
it.
seen yet. That's a
Coordinating
lot
that
of
is very
damage.
difficult. And
Yes.
coordinating that is very difficult. Even when you're on comms, even when you're on mic and you're trying to do this, it is very difficult to be like, yeah, we're both doing it right now. So sometimes you see a countdown, sometimes you see, you know, some other cue, and both players are just setting up.
Yeah, I feel like
you know, their,
I probably would have been able
their
to do
buffs,
more
their
with
damage,
Hunting Horn
what
if
they
I
need to do with
remembered
their
how the
weapon.
fuck
I mean, how
the
fast
controls
that?
work.
I didn't even
I was
see when
like
he got
half trying
triple
to
buff. It
figure
came
it
out
out as we were going.
so quickly, just so we could be doing this.
So you totally
rising
want to do
slash
Savage
combo,
Omega,
descending
right?
slash,
No.
strong descending slash combo on the
But you want to
ground.
do at least
Don't
face
see
Omega?
the rising
Because
slash
you
too
still have to
much.
do that
He's
to do
just
so
using
long.
those circle attacks.
Don't I have to
which
do
are
like a bunch of
highest
shit
damage
to,
attacks when you don't have corrupted mantle, which none
like,
of these
unlock the
loadouts
actual
do.
fight?
And the Hunting Horn
No,
is
it's just a
walking
short
them
little
up,
quest
getting
where
the KO. We saw the early
you have to fight
flinch,
under
which
Scylla,
usually
and
is
then
an
you have
indicator that
to
Rathalos is gonna come down
fight base
while
Omega.
he's
Yeah, I
flying, so
think that'd
very
be
nice
another
to see
time,
that.
I'm not gonna
We see the
lie.
rock burst used right there to
Okay.
flinch Rathalos, and
That was
then
gonna
the
be
focus
another
strike
time.
on the head to really wound Rathalos after his fireball move. That's something that's slept on quite a bit. Is the monster wounds
That flash
are
is
always
just
damage
right there.
based. Yeah,
Look at
bring
this
that
timing
back.
again. Let's go through this slowly, because there is a fireball coming out of Rathalos' mouth right here. Ready? Ready? There it is.
I mean,
flash
he's
instantly
frames
after
off
it.
the ground.
Frames.
Frames off the ground.
Frames off the
Beautiful.
ground. So if you flash Rathalos too early, he just kind of flails and stays on the ground, and now he's attacking.
Exactly.
He has to be off the ground. Like,
Very
look at
important.
just feet on the ground, flash out.
Instantly. It's incredible. And the positioning to get to the side of him where you know you're safe from that fireball, you don't have to dodge, you can save even more time by just instantly hitting that flash. They drop his head straight into the Echo Bubble, which we've been talking about a lot. The Hunting Horn has done an exceptional job of pulling off the wounds on the head in order to cue up those songs again. We got the offset melody queued up, the Echo Wave blunts to help build up that KO. I mean,
Using
this
the
is
Focus
impeccable.
Strike, that's using the Focus Strike very intelligently. Let's use the Focus Strike, let's set up the melodies that we need, and I can keep that aggression
offset,
and keep
again, just like you
it's
talked
just
about. So we
too
run that
good.
back just a
Oh
few
yeah, we
seconds.
have to
I
we
gotta
have
see
to go
that
back.
offset. Gotta see that
We have
offset.
got to see that again because it is just it's too good not to watch over and over and over and over.
Dude, did you
It's
equip the
so
rolling
cool.
Poogie pendant
And this is
for
one of those
that-
offsets
from
too
the
that
code?
I really
It's literally a
struggle with, is when you
Poogie on
have
a
to
ball. I
queue
thought it was just like
Bam!
a little
right at the
ball
end of the
piece.
animation.
Perfect. And Rathalos is coming at him very quickly there. So
No,
being
I
able
didn't.
to,
Let me go do that.
because you have to go back and then release to go into it. So very nice there.
It is
Super
such
strong.
a cool way to gain control of a fight.
Yeah, we'd be at least third place right now with
Again, with
447.
the flying,
I'm
they
pretty
didn't
sure.
go for a mount, which is something we didn't see out of a lot of the teams. Using those offsets to kind of freeze him while he's in the air is just, it made this run. It made this run happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, let's
yeah,
just
it's-
take a look
it's
at
literally
Zork's
just
gameplay for
a-
a second. I mean, come on.
Poogie
It's
on a
just
ball.
incredible.
Yeah. Just soak it in. Look at these echo bubbles going off.
It's impressive. It's impressive to say the least, keeping the monster over the echo bubbles. Every single time the Hunting Horn plays a recital, the echo bubbles deal damage.
Exactly.
And the toes are just in it perfectly.
Exactly
so they're
what you
all
need.
dealing
I just got me a
damage
little
to it.
float
So
zone,
this is
maybe.
just really good heads-up play, where to keep the monster at,
Look at him
how
go.
to
He floats.
continue dealing the
Great.
damage.
And we see him play a melody while Rathalos is inside of 2 or 3 of those echo bubbles, and that's ultimately what brings him down in under 2.5 minutes. I mean, an absolutely perfect run. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything to go better there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, like, and what a great way to end this is just seeing some really well executed monster hunting at the very end of our USA Championship finals.
Very impressive. And of course, we hyped up the Hell Hunters quite a bit by saying how good their qualifying time was.
And they delivered.
Exactly.
They delivered with our fastest time on stage today. And
Just
much faster than
incredible.
any of us could have possibly. I didn't even think that
This
was going to
was
happen.
the lowest we thought we would see times, and the best circumstances we didn't think we'd see sub 230. And wow, they pulled it off in front of everybody.
They did, and they really, really did. And I mean, everyone out here just joining us for this final moment of the championship, it just feels so great. So once again, let's get another round of applause for everyone that participated.
And then we're going to go ahead and send it over to Joe and Mike for the trophy ceremony.
All right, that wraps it up. We're here with the trophy ceremony. Let's give it up for one more time for all the participants. All right, I'm here with Mike Lunn on the brand team for Monster Hunter. Mike, any comments for everybody?
It was exciting. It was a roller coaster. We were kind of expecting a lot of stuff in the back, but our expectations are blown away what we saw. So congratulations for the top 3. But of course, everyone, thank you for joining in. We had a great time with you today. Thanks again for coming out.
All right, so let's get the teams up here one by one for the trophy ceremony with 3rd place, Team Bruh. All right, let's give them one more round of applause, everybody.
Do you know what all the final times ended up being?
No, I'll be honest. I
All
was
right,
focused
with
on our
second
shit when we were
place.
playing.
The Karting Club.
Congratulations.
What the fuck was that? Was that guy flapping his arms?
Yeah. He's doing the chicken.
Chicken. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Give me pause.
All right, well, the first place trophy is a little big, so we're it's going to take a little bit of time here. And we got to be careful with it, so no pressure to Mike. Let's cheer him on so he doesn't drop it.
No, those are some big fucking trophies.
All right,
though.
and
Holy
our
shit.
winners are champions of the Monster
Yeah.
Hunter Wilds USA Championship, Hell Hunters. Congratulations.
Way to go.
Wait. All right, I'll step up. Let's get a picture right there. Yeah. All right, and let's break down that hunt. Let's just go over here for a quick interview, guys. All right, Hell Hunters, an incredible run there. Let's break it down.
Okay, so the first thing we discovered at some point was that there's rock bursts in the quest that you can pick up. And if the host of the quest shoots the ground, Rathalos will hear it and land. That gave us the sneak attack opportunity instead of having to mount it and wait. And then Insect Glaive had Flayer 5. And so my whole goal was keep consistent uptime on him and create wounds for the Hunting Horn to go crazy.
So on top of that rock burst, we saw we were able to get a sneak attack. That whole sneak attack allows me to get a whole 4 songs on my song queue list before the hunt even starts, giving us attack up S and pretty much all our other buffs, so we can just go right to town on
Dang.
Rathalos. And like he was saying,
Yeah,
him
first place
putting all the
part's pretty
wounds
good.
and me
Yeah.
keeping him grounded to the ground. That's the name
Has
of the
some
game, and
fucking
we were able to
strats,
smash
too.
him.
I know.
So you guys had a game plan
You pull
going
out some
in,
burners.
but the execution part, that's the hard part,
Actually,
right?
wait, that's
Like,
a sick
the
trophy,
pressure
though.
of being here, you got the live stream and everything, but you guys
That is a
nailed
sick
it.
trophy.
Tell us what that
Yeah,
feeling
just
was
a
like.
good old beheaded Archvale
So
cast in
we
stone.
made sure that our practice was about consistency
Just like
over
that one
flashing
kid would have
times.
wanted.
So like Insect Glaive
Yep.
users, when we were seeing videos
course.
requesting
Nado
to
would've
release
wanted.
the big
Mhm.
exude,
Of course.
they'd have to wait and get the nectar.
We got
sack,
it
and that makes
back,
really
buddy.
tough and has
We
death.
got him.
So we were just saying,
We
hey,
fucking
if we
got
do this
him.
setup, we
We
can
gotta
have
get our
consistent
lick back. Not
responses
a
from
nature
Rathalos
would have
every
wanted
time,
this.
and then we know what's going to happen. So
Nature
landing
for
it
sure
live
wanted this.
Was a totally different story, though. We're on a different console, different platform, but it still came together, and it just felt great.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Like after like the 2-minute mark, it's really easy to run out of damage options because like our script is only set for like a certain amount
Okay,
of time.
I'll
and
be
then we just
back. I
start
gotta go make
freestyling
dinner
from
and I
there.
gotta go grocery shop.
We were
Alright,
still
man.
able to pull it
Have
off,
fun
and that's
grocery
pretty much what you
shopping.
were saying.
I
This is a
love
sick
you.
watch, though. I liked all the
Songs were
strategies.
consistent.
Yes,
That's
That's interesting.
Good watch. I wasn't expecting
I
it to be
know.
so like kind of crazy with it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back.
All right, man.
You guys
see
were
you
the
later.
very first ones this
Man.
morning, and the very last time. So you had to watch everybody play through this whole time to see where you're gonna go. How do you handle the nerves?
Oh, that was the hardest part. We were sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and had to just be like, oh no, when are we going to go up? Honestly, shout out to those other teams, though. They were fantastic.
It was just exciting to see all the different kind of weapon combinations because we also tried so many different weapon combinations during the Chemistries quest. Originally, we had longsword and dual blades, but then we hit a wall, so we were like, all right, let's try dual blades and blue blades. So we practiced that, and then same thing with the Rathalos quest, just seeing everyone use all their different weapons. It was really fun to see, and it's just really hyped to see everyone land
I'm
like
just
all their
trying to fix
perfect
my
moments and hear the crowd
OBS
cheer.
because I had to
It was
adjust
a lot
it
of
for
fun.
the.
All right, well,
fucking-
guys, congratulations. You are the
stream this.
champions of the Monster Hunter Wilds USA Championship. You guys have been
Yeah,
amazing,
looks good.
and you had an amazing run. Appreciate everything, and you guys get to take home this wonderful trophy. All right, well, we hope you guys have a good rest of the show, and thanks so much again. All right, before we wrap up, we're gonna let our winners off stage, and we're gonna bring the casters back up one more time. Thanks, guys.
What a wild tank. What makes you say that, dude? What makes you say this is a crazy tank? This is effective
Some
armor.
fans for these guys. I know.
You
All
see
right.
this as you pull
Joe
up
Bagel,
into
Lord
the
Bittner,
neighborhood. It's gun
been an
points
amazing
at
day.
you.
How are we
What do
feeling?
you do?
Well, it's been a ton of fun. It's been super great. We want to thank, of course, the Capcom Creators Program for including
They
us. and
added
bringing us
more
out
body
here.
pillows
All you
today,
guys for
dude.
showing
Like,
up and making the
honestly,
Monster Hunter community
I had
what
to
it
collect
is.
them all.
I mean, and
I don't know
it's
what,
been fantastic. I just really
was it
need to
Siren?
thank every single person out in this crowd right now.
on.
Everybody watching on Twitch, everybody co-streaming, everyone participating in this. You
Senrai
guys are
Maidens.
what make Monster Hunter
I don't know what the hell that
Monster
is.
Hunter, right? It's the community, it's
But
the
they
creators,
had Body
it's
Pillow
everyone putting their
collab with
energy
War
and
Thunder
their
alongside some
creativity
premium
into
tanks.
this.
And
Speaking personally, it's been a joy to have you guys
you
here.
know?
Amazing insight, amazing knowledge about the game. Truly incredible. So thank you guys. All right, so before we wrap up, just want to shout out a few things. So we actually have another tournament coming, right? We have the Monster Hunter Festa happening in Paris, France during Paris Games Week. That's from October 30th to November 1st. The finals will be streamed on November 1st. You can check out my buddy Jono, I think we all know. Jono will be streaming the English version of that on November 1st, so go check that out.
Jono's
we've also
streaming
got
this?
so much cool stuff happening in the world of Monster Hunter in December. We got
Someone needs to let Jono
update,
know.
I think free, yeah,
To
just
get
a
us some
small one.
tickets to Paris, France with him. So you can
Just
co-stream
a little,
Monster Hunter.
like, oily dude. Maybe he's named Gogmazios?
Yeah. Yeah, free title update 4 with Gogmazios. Oh my god. It's happening in December, so get hyped for that. It's going to be an amazing hunt. And then there's so much other stuff happening in the world of Monster Hunter. We've got Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection coming out March 13th, 2026. We've also got a new trailer coming at the end of this month that's going to kick off our pre-order, so everybody get hyped about that. Look forward to that. But otherwise, I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you for everybody on behalf of all of the Capcom team, everybody here, the community, all the staff. Thank you guys so much for your work, and thank you guys first and foremost.
No, waifus are military
we'll see you
weapons
next
slash
time,
vehicles.
and
No,
thank you
no, the
again.
waifus are
Everybody-
driving
oh, wait.
military weapons.
Actually,
but I haven't.
I missed one thing.
I tried looking it up. I
we
couldn't find
have
anything
to do
about
happy
it.
hunting, right?
So,
Yeah,
whatever.
we have to send it off the right
It is
way.
what it is.
All right.
So what are
on
you
the
gonna
count
do
of
after
three.
this, Marco?
All right.
I'll probably go to bed.
One,
'cause,
two,
I wasn't
three.
expecting
Happy
to wake
hunting!
up as early as I did.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. I gotta go to work.
Hello, everybody, and
Go to
welcome
work.
to the Monster Hunter Wilds USA Championship
You need to
2025.
just go full DJ
Championship
and just go to sleep
2025.
after you get off.
That's what I do, but I wake up a little bit earlier. I wake up at like 1 or 2. I've been wanting to try to get into a system of like sleeping 8 hours and since I get out and then waking up and then pretty much staying up until I have to go to work type shit. But it's been a little hard.
That's what I did when I worked for you.
Yum, 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 yum. Alright, well, I'll see you later, Z-Rub.
Alright, you have a good one and get a good sleep.
And there he goes. Very nice.
Good night.
You know, you're not living up to the name, Card.
All right,
You
chat.
didn't card at all.
I'm gonna call it here. I will call it here.
It's one of my favorite parts. Ray Dow is my favorite monster.
Let's see here. Gabby's streaming, so we'll go raid her. I've raided Goose for the last like 4 days. So it's time to raid someone else. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe.